Well, here we are again.
Yep. Back to mysteries.
You say it like you're scared. What, you think we're not gonna win at this?
We'll see. I mean, this seems like a pretty grand mysteries. We all know how that goes.
What's so mysterious about it? We're gonna find a broken sword at some point, right?
Yeah, I suppose you're right.
That doesn't sound so hard.
They're not going to be my broken swords, are they?
Why would they be your... Wait, Zuzu, did you come to visit me?
Well, yeah, I had like a couple spare minutes, so I thought I'd check in on you and everything. I know Sokka's taking care of you.
Taking care
who's
of
this
me?
guy?
I'm taking care of him.
Hi. My name is Lo.
This is Lo.
Lo,
Yes,
Yeah.
he
look
works for
familiar.
me. You have your
Yeah.
Prime Minister Lee, and I have Prime Minister Lo. I have made him my Prime Minister.
Is his name actually Lo, or did you give him that name?
I gave him that name because he had a weird name. I didn't like it. Anyway, the point is he was trying to steal stuff from us, and so this is his punishment.
Hi.
Now, if you don't mind, Sokka and I need to solve mysteries because we're both good people.
Right, I'm not here
Hi
to
there.
disturb any of
Hold
that.
it right there, you-
Hi, audience. Zuko here for like the next couple minutes.
What are you talking? That's what. Give me a.
Didn't I? I'm sorry, Lo. Didn't I sign a letter saying for like your like punishment
your
therapy or
down,
whatever
yeah.
that
Okay,
term
Oh,
was?
yeah, because I guess
Terrorists. The
y-
meanest,
usually these would be
nastiest,
sentenced
dirtiest
to
bunch of
death,
people.
I suppose,
Well,
but
Hey, can you guys talk about this later? What are you sentencing him to? Give it already. This is supposed to be Sokka and my stream. Lo, you can stay. I hired you.
Perhaps you'd like to take.
yeah,
All right,
it's-
I will get it out of your hair. I will allow you to do this.
You are not the-
It was nice to see you, Azula.
Zuko,
Yes,
be careful out there or whatever, okay?
Tell me.
I promise I will be.
Yeah.
So,
You know,
yeah, I remember we had
just
this
answer the
conversation
question,
before. Am I
please.
just having deja vu?
It looks like it didn't save for some reason. We definitely talked to this man
No.
already.
Yeah.
That's fine. Let's
Was the
just
guy-
not listen to
Yeah.
him and redo all this.
I don't.
Sounds good. Just going through all the yak.
This is-
yak.
Thank you! They acted like I was the weird one for thinking that the peasants talk too much.
Why?
Why?
What?
Why does he talk so much?
The- Now,
Do I really have to
Where did
select
you
the jacket
get
3
just-
times?
was there any? You're not. Do tell. Well, there wasn't. Well, yeah, I was scratching. On.
They have a lot to say
I
about
have
fashion.
To be going.
I
Thanks,
mean,
Remo. Good luck.
that makes it your people, right? Aren't you obsessed with fashion?
I suppose so, but not that much.
Greetings to chat. Hello, my lovely Dai Li. Lo?
yeah,
You're now in charge of chat.
yeah. Everyone's mostly just saying hi.
What did Zuko sentence you with again? Did
Oh,
he say I wasn't listening?
law school.
He's sending you to law school?
Yeah, honestly, I think I'd prefer prison.
No, that's perfect. If you're gonna be my magistrate, you might as well actually be a magistrate.
I suppose, but it's a lot. Yeah, that's why I haven't been here. Just a
Excuse
lot
me,
of
Sergeant. What
books,
do
a
you
lot of
want now?
studying.
By the
I
way,
believe
if
this
the
material
mystery is
came from
stalling,
the
it's because
clown's
Sokka's
clothing.
playing right now, and
If
he's
you
not
are
as
right,
good at
monsieur,
mysteries as
then
me.
the clown must be
Oh,
an
come on!
Englishman.
I
How do you
solved
figure
Aang's
that?
whole thing with
Only the
Kyoshi.
English would
I
wear
didn't
suits
say you weren't
made from
incredible. I just
material
said
like
you weren't
that.
as good as me.
Don't you like the English?
It is not so much a question of liking, rather
What do you mean?
one of
I
taste.
solve the
They
mysteries
have
of the
none.
human heart every day. How do you think I manipulate my opponents to give me exactly what
Do
I
you
want without having to
recognize
lift a
that-
finger?
No, monsieur, I do not.
I found it in the sewer.
That's what I thought.
Perhaps it would be better if you put it back there.
No way. This could be an important clue.
This
If
guy
you say
is
so,
you.
monsieur.
Look at the Dai Li are like, put that back, and you're like, no, it's an important clue. I'm Sokka. It's
What are
definitely
you
not
doing
trash
down
I
there?
picked up
This
for
is
no
the clue.
reason because I'm
That's
weird.
where the clown went.
Getting
You still
flashbacks
insist
already
you
and I
saw
hate
a
it.
clown, monsieur?
Of course. and this novelty nose proves it.
It will
Knight
take
and
more than a
Starlight
plastic
says, I'm
proboscis
guessing
to
Lo is here
convince
to
a
reach out
fat
since
there.
both Sokka and
You don't
Azula
want
are
this to
taking
happen.
turns playing the game. Yep.
Certainly not, monsieur.
I am, I guess, the official
Did I
chat
show you my
reader
tools,
for
Sergeant?
today,
Yes,
so they
monsieur.
can focus on the game.
Unfortunately,
Lo, we should do
See you
a
later,
special when
Sergeant.
you get back from law school. Let's play a law game. What do you think? How would chat feel if we played a law game when Lo gets back from law school?
That sounds
Sun,
like
sun, moon,
a
moon.
lot of work. Like, you ever try to do something fun, but it's too much like your job, and then it's not all that fun because it reminds you of your job?
What are you talking about? My fun is my job. My job is my fun. I don't have a life outside of my job.
Glad you found something that works for you then.
Who said it works for me? I didn't have a choice.
Oh. That...
That's right. Azula is the one who doesn't complain about having hard problems, so you shouldn't either, Lo.
Hi, my name's George Stobart.
Take the free law school
Correct,
already.
Mr. Stobart. I don't.
Oh,
What can I do for you?
okay,
Well,
I guess.
I'm trying to trace
Now
one
the
of your
tailor
customers.
is the
Could I maybe come
Oh,
over
so you
and
finally
talk to
figured
you?
out who this
No,
tailor was they
no,
wouldn't shut up
that's
about?
not possible. Oh,
Yep.
okay. Forget it. Listen, all I want is a name. What are you talking about? Who are you working for? I guess you might say I'm acting in the interests of truth.
Oh
and
my
justice.
gosh, he is you. Who are you?
thank
Who is
God.
this? And you're like,
I thought
I'm
you were the
acting
police.
in the name
There are
of
innocent
truth
lives
and
at stake,
justice.
Mr.
And you just
Todrick.
let him assume you're a
Lives
police
that you
officer without
could
actually
save.
saying
You're
it.
collecting for charity,
Well,
yes?
apparently
No,
he
I'm
did
not.
not think I was a police
All
officer
I
when I
want
said
from
that.
you is
So,
information. Go
Well,
on.
you know,
I'm listening.
like I said, it's you, not me.
Do you know a guy called Plantar?
Knight and
I've
Starlight
never heard of
says,
him.
the day
Shall I
Lo
tell you what
has an
happened
official
to
ref is
Plantar?
the day
How he
I
was
make him a
killed
dragon.
in
Haven't been able to draw
cold
him because
blood? I
my
told you,
shoulder
I
hates
never
me.
heard of Plantar.
Sorry to hear about your shoulder. Yeah,
So what
I
do
guess
you
now
know
that
about
I'm
the clowns who bombed the
working
Café
towards
de la
an
Chandelle Vert?
official
They don't
government
have no
position,
idea
I
what you're
suppose.
talking about. Fool, Todrick.
I may
We
be
have a
able to
sun
afford
warrior.
someone.
We have a
The
sun
one
warrior
you be, but
saying
sure I
for
am,
when
I don't
people
know
are
what you're
injured
talking
low.
about.
Go
This
ahead
is
and say it to
ridiculous.
them for me.
Quit playing games with me, Todrick. I told you,
Uh,
I know nothing
you don't
about
know
no
it?
clown.
I don't know it.
Did they teach you nothing in law
Plantar's a
school?
family man, don't you? In their little
Right
apartment,
now, all
Madame
they've really been
Plantar is
teaching
cooking the
me
supper,
is,
listening
you know,
for the
this is a
familiar
weird time
sound her
because of the new
husband's keys.
Fire Lord, who's radically
Junior is
different from
waiting
the
for his
Fire Lords of the
daddy to come
past,
home
like
from
150
work.
years or
He
so.
can't wait to
The
show
only
him
real
the merit
consistent
marks
class
he
is
earned
they're
in
teaching
school
me how
today.
to
Only tonight,
point my finger
Monsieur
confidently.
Plantar won't be coming home. You
Fine, I'll
forgot
say it
the
tonight in
puppy,
Starlight.
huh? The faithful puppy dog. waiting
Sana
for the
sana
sound of his
colita de
master,
rana.
who
That's what
was-
we say. It's a
Maybe
sun
they don't have a
warrior
dog.
saying.
What do you
Sorry, I was
think?
distracted by the
I
fact
don't know, Plantar.
this guy George,
I never heard of
really good
Plantar.
at setting
None of this
character. It's
has
kind of
anything to
weird.
do
It's
with
like
me.
if he was a director for a play, he would have got me right there.
George. So he's you.
Yeah, I guess so.
I keep telling you,
Thanks
he's
for
you.
nothing, Todrick.
Thanks for nothing, Todrick. You say that. Say it for the clip so that
Thanks
people
for nothing, Todrick.
say it even more with more viscera in your.
Hello, Nico
Thanks for
Kula.
nothing,
Hello?
Todrick.
It's George.
Ah, oui.
Ooh, Toph
You
is in
said to
chat.
call if I could help.
Have you
In
any
response
news
to that
for me?
Sana
You
Sana
bet. I met a
thing,
witness who
she
spoke to the
says
clown.
it's a healing
And
frog
I know
thing.
where the
Twinkle
killer gets
Toes
his
knows all about
no
it.
kidding. Hey, I'm impressed.
You are? Well, it wasn't easy.
Look, why don't you come here to my apartment later this afternoon?
Fine.
Do I speak
Where do you
Spanish?
live?
I speak 6
361
languages.
Rosary.
And I can
Okay,
say hello in
I'll
at least
come
7
over.
more.
I think we're about to switch seats.
I was
again.
used to working alone.
Oh, it's my turn to
That would
play!
make
Let's
so concentrate on the
go!
case too. But there
Finally.
were some things I was
The
going
game
to
gets
have to
good
do
again.
alone. And fast. I needed the answers to some questions. Who was the costume killer? And why did he
gotta get
murder
to your
Carchon?
side, and you have to get
Why
to my
did
side.
Carchon ask
Hold
for
on, we
me
can
to
figure this out. We're
interview him?
geniuses. How do we
How did he know my
switch
father?
seats? Oh no!
And why
No,
was
stop.
the editor
Wait,
so
no,
scared?
this has to go
There was
here.
some kind of secret war going on out there.
And this
Who
has
was
to
on
go
which
here.
side? One
There
thing
we
I
go.
did know.
All right.
Mistakes were made.
I
Mistakes
wasn't going
were
to get
made,
the
but
answers
not by
sitting
us.
at my desk.
At least not by me.
Hey!
All right. Chat, I'm back in the pilot seat. Everybody cheer. Is everybody cheering?
I don't know yet. They gotta. I guess they need time to write that they're cheering.
Sokka
also
can do
can't.
this weird thing where he can clap with one hand each, and then he claps with both of them. It's very strange. Do you hear that? That's what he was. Oh wow, turn that music off.
Yep, the cheering has begun.
It was a photograph of my father. The
Oh, look,
first
it's
one I ever
Ozai.
took. With the first camera he ever bought me.
But he has Hakoda's eyes. Talk about min-maxing daddy features.
Oh, barf!
What?
No messages.
You hate that I think your father's attractive. What's wrong with that?
I don't want to hear things about that.
You know, you should really take it better, considering you look a lot like him.
I know, but just now that you say it that way, it sounds like I'm the gateway, not the goal.
But I said it. What do you care if my goal is your dad?
Just weird thinking of anyone with him.
You're just
box
jealous.
was
You're
carved
jealous
by my
because I
father.
might be his new favorite
Never
instead
had a
of
kid.
you.
The elephant on the lid was a perfect match to Cochon.
I bet your father always wanted a daughter. How tragic he never had one.
The box was one of the few things.
Katara!
The elephant
Oh,
on the
right, I forget about her. I bet he does too.
Lord AM asks Azula, what languages do you speak?
A
The
lot.
box was one of
All the important ones.
the
at
box
least.
was one of the few things my father left
Hold
me.
on, I'm
The
trying to see
elephant.
if I can open this box because it has the elephant, just like the one we stole from that other lady. Because we were like, oh, our dad makes these, therefore we're entitled to them.
Maybe use the hairpin?
I tried it, but it doesn't seem to wanna.
Oh.
Maybe use the elephant?
But it's not a key. I
Maybe
think
there-
we have to find an actual
Yeah,
key.
it's probably inside the room. That would make more sense.
Alright, let's see if we can find it. Is there anything else in here? No, it's just the elephant. Alright. Let's look around. Oh, she has the key for that, but not for the elephant box.
She really does not think things through.
My first Teddy. Never had a boyfriend as loyal as him.
I get it. Friends are so disloyal. Why even bother with boyfriends, honestly?
Toph asks, Lo, I've missed you, Dunderhead. How the heck are ya? Talon asks, is that Lo? Is he still serving his penance?
Yeah, Zuko sentenced him to law school, right, Lo?
Yeah, I am extremely stressed right now. Glad to be here and have a brief respite from law school to just, chat and watch a game. But yeah, not
There
sure how
wasn't
much you guys
anyone
know
that I
about
needed
law
to
school,
call.
but it's a lot, especially when the law's changing every day under the new administration.
Besides, Sokka, if you want to be as sexy as your dad, the only difference between him and you really is that he's a dad and you're not. And that can be fixed. Just go make yourself a dad and then everyone will like you.
Yeah.
What?
Nothing.
I talk about this with Zuko all the time. It's not that hard.
The box.
At least you have a sense of humor about it. Zuko
The
does
box
not
was
take
one
it.
of the few things. The elephant on the lid
Yeah,
was
funny.
a perfect match to Cochon.
Did you just make Sun Sun or Moon Moon growl? I heard them growl at you.
No, that was just me.
That was just you?
Yeah.
Alright, chat. Tell Sokka, would he be more or less attractive if he was a daddy? Tell him. He won't listen to me. Make him see reason.
I'm not saying I wouldn't be. I'm just, not gonna talk about certain details.
And then you wouldn't be the gateway and he wouldn't be the goal, because you'd be the daddy now.
Mamselle Collard.
Oh, hello there.
Touche.
Don't tell me. And go
No, I don't think so. Why would you say that?
This
Just a
woman's
wild
voice.
guess.
No, I don't
Anyway,
think
your
so.
cousin's female.
She
and
sounds
very
like
pretty.
Who's that
What?
receptionist in
Your cousin
Monsters
from
Inc?
Marseille. How could you forget her so soon? She was only
The
in your
receptionist in
apartment
Monsters
yesterday.
Inc? That's how she sounded for a second.
No, I don't think so. Such a charming young girl.
Yeah,
Isn't
such a
she?
charming young girl.
And in my apartment, you
Sounds like
say?
Logan.
She let herself in, of course.
Yeah, it's
She's
like if
got a
Eric
key.
Cartman was
Suddenly
trying to be a
everything
woman,
made
a
sense.
French woman.
My
All right,
apartment, in fact.
answers
That
are
was
starting
how
to come in for the
Grandfather knew all
question.
about
Night and
my
Starlight
article.
says,
How
I
did I
cannot
know?
comment because I
the only
cannot
cousin
feel
I
that
have
way.
is a sweet little
LOL.
guy called Jean-Marc, who runs a
Autotext
patisserie in the
says,
Touquet.
I think
These
that
people
all
were
depends
determined,
on whether
which
Sokka
meant
is even
they were
ready to
all-
have children.
I suppose
What do you mean
she'd
ready?
forgotten which
You just have
apartment
them
was
when your
mine.
military
Oh,
tells
Miss
you to,
Cola,
because
you're
you need
a
to.
mind reader.
For the
That's
nation.
just what she said.
Oh, I bet it was.
Talon is the dragon
Au
drops
revoir,
a
my-
$2 super chat. Is Azula trying to make Sokka a daddy?
I was just answering Sokka's question about why Hakoda gets all the women and he seems to be struggling to keep one. All of his girlfriends tend to eventually like girls. What's that about? I mean, you dated Yue, right? The Moon Princess. And now she ended up with the Ocean Spirit, who's a lady, right?
In theory.
And then you dated Suki, right? And she spends all her time with Ty Lee.
Yeah, they're just hanging out.
Right.
I would be obliged if you did not touch the art.
Well,
Toph had a crush on you, right?
Bonjour,
And we all know who
monsieur.
her first kiss
Bonjour,
was.
mademoiselle.
Can I
It
ask
was
what you're
Suki.
doing?
I am guarding the scene of a terrible and...
Yeah, this...
Oh, contraire,
Order of things
mademoiselle.
doesn't always
A comment
matter.
upon man's self-imposed...
Not a crime, then.
The only crime you will find
Muhammad
No.
is in chat.
Hello?
He asked
here in this very
for
building, no
permission
less.
to ask
It
you
is
a
top
question,
secret,
Your
but
Highness.
according to Cauchon's
He may, of
wife,
course, always
the
ask me a
killer
question.
was dressed as a mime. Police believe there was an accomplice. A young...
sorry,
She is
I
being
can't get over how
hotly
much the fact this guy
pursued.
looks like a
Good place to
blinking
look.
We
mannequin.
police are no...
Evidently.
Toph is angry in chat. Hey, I told you that in confidence
About what?
about her first kiss.
Oh,
Probably.
don't worry, Toph. You told me in confidence, which I would never betray. But Sokka told the story to all of us at karaoke, laughing about it. So it's no longer in
I
confidence.
didn't. I did not say anything. Wait, did I?
I mean, you've had a lot of sake bombs by then. Although your rendition of Total Eclipse of the Heart was beautiful, especially the part where you broke down during the bridge crying, Eclipse, get it, Yue! That was my favorite part. It was so good. I wish I could replay it.
Thank you for reminding me.
Here's my impression, chat. You want to hear it? It was, once upon a time we were falling in love, and now we're only falling apart. Nothing I can do, a total eclipse of my heart. That's my impression.
So
I did not cry like Roseanne Barr.
Shut.
You
In
know,
cold
it sounded
blood.
like that to
Why
me.
was he dressed
Why don't
as a
you do
man?
it then if you can
I
do it
have
better
my
than
own
me?
theory. Either he was mad,
Oh.
or he was a real mime, trying to throw us all off the scent by cunningly not wearing a disguise.
I don't think this
How long have
doorkeeper
you
is a
been-
All my
genius.
life,
He's like,
mademoiselle.
maybe the villain was
shows.
actually...
Thank you.
Wow, she insulted him and he didn't even notice. How long have you been a doorman? All my life. It shows. Thank you.
I mean, just look at that moon stare.
Yeah, you're right. He does look like Moon, just staring out into space.
Why
not
would
the
a
brightest.
mime kill Mr.
Why would a
Cochon?
mime
He
kill
was a
the
hired
president
killer,
of
I
France?
expect. Everybody knows mimes don't
Because
leave
he didn't
prints.
applaud.
You must be quite an
So,
aficionado.
Au contraire, I
Muhammad,
adore
Muhammad's
it.
question
In
is,
fact, I dabble
what
myself.
do you look for in a man?
I used to dabble
Me?
myself, but I managed to quit in the end.
Let's see. It would have to be a warrior, because obviously it has to be someone I respect. They would have to be of some kind of nobility or royalty, because, you know, I can't marry down now. That just wouldn't be appropriate. Even if I wanted to, it would really be a scandal, and I can't do that. I've already caused Zuko enough trouble. I'd like somebody who has a brilliant mind and could play Paisho with me and actually challenge me, and, you know, maybe we could have... You know, those snow battles you showed me the children have? I want to have one of those so I can crush him! But it's no fun if it's too easy. He has to challenge me. Someone who loves meat, because I'm not dating a vegetarian. I'm just not doing it, Katara. I'm sorry. Just because your life is miserable doesn't mean mine has to be. What else? I mean, he should be incredibly handsome. Have you seen what the people in my family look like? I'm not going to settle for less.
I'm sorry.
Well, I'm sure you'll find someone like that someday.
Unfortunately not. Have you seen what world leaders I have to choose from? There's
I told
King
you, do not
Quay,
touch the
no
art.
thanks. There is Chief Arnook, no thanks. There is Zuko, my brother, maybe. King Boomy, no thanks. And then that's it.
Wait, I thought you called me a prince before. You seem very inconsistent on whether I'm royalty or not.
What do you mean? You're the one that said you're not available. Are you admitting that Suki's with Ty Lee now?
I didn't need to call anyone.
Oh, that's what we call a gotcha, Sokka.
I was just talking about the royalty
The
thing.
door was
Oh,
locked.
so you
Plenty of
are
people-
royalty now.
I mean, I'm just saying, you said it before, and there are plenty of people you can just say no to. So people can still be royalty, and you can still say no to them.
Sounds like you really want me to consider you.
I'm not saying that!
Talon is the dragon leaves a super chat. Azula describing Sokka without realizing it. Nah, she knows and
where
wants
do you think
Prince
you're going?
Sokka.
No,
wanted
it
to
doesn't
see the
have to be a
country for
man. You
myself.
asked me what I want in a
It's
man.
too
You didn't
dangerous.
ask me what I would
I'm
take
under
if it was a
strict
woman.
instructions to stop gossip.
But
But
I'm
there
a
aren't a
journalist.
whole lot of female
Exactly.
world leaders,
What's
are
that told
they?
you?
I'd ask for...
Oh.
Damn. ID. He's
Hello.
good.
Could
He
I
is
ask you some
good.
questions?
This man is smart. He asked for ID. He's a carpenter, so he
late,
knows
aren't you?
what's wood.
They already took
He
away the
knows
body.
what's wood.
I'm doing a follow-up on this.
Sokka, a question for you from chat.
Tell me, are
From
you related to...
Squirrel Boys,
Don't talk to me about
TGD, and
fromage.
Vids. Have you heard of Super
He just
Mario?
won a
It's a
fortune on
game
the
that
horses
focuses
and
on
he-
Mario and
Well,
Luigi,
when he was
the Super
broke,
Mario Bros,
brothers
and their
should
wacky
eat shit.
adventures to stop the badass Bowser, king of the
You're doing a
Koopas.
fine job.
Damn
I didn't
right
understand
I
a
am.
word of that,
You
did
should
I
you?
be
mean, that
writing about me,
sounds
not
pretty
that-
epic.
The heroes who pick up
I mean, you
the
know, the
pieces
whole
when-
hero
Exactly.
against the
Well,
monster.
give me your best.
And having his bro doesn't hurt either. I mean, it's like, you know, me and Katara, we've always done things
Oh,
together.
The police
I appealed
have
to his
removed the
vanity
body,
and
but
distracted
nothing
him,
else
so I
with
got
this time.
inside. Did you see that? I told him that I would take his picture for the paper, and he got distracted fixing his hair. That's how I made it in. Sorry, did you answer their question?
A panel had been blown away,
Yeah, but I'm
revealing
just
a gap. From this
Distracted by the
angle,
fact that
I could see
just
that
telling him you were going to
something-
take a photograph of all things was going to stop him. What?
So, through the mirror, we can see that a panel's been blown away that has something hidden in it.
Oh, I think you can look at the table now. Or the one that's next to the mirror.
This one, let's see.
Behind the table. Voila! The police and forensic teams had missed a vital on the pouch.
Wow!
Was the
I like how
cross
she
symbol
was
of
like, they
Marshall's
missed an
organization.
important
I
clue.
was
Some
on the right
kind of
track.
pouch.
Wow, that inspector really is incompetent.
Yeah. Although, to be fair, they didn't know this symbol had significance, so maybe they didn't know.
Try
On the
right-click.
pouch was the cross symbol of Cauchon's organization. Inside the pouch were two items.
A strange,
strange
metallic
metallic
artifact,
artifact
and a letter in some kind
and
of
a letter
We get
in
to
some
decode
kind of
another
code.
letter!
Oh, no!
What? It's fun! Let's save quickly. Oh, I can't save right now.
You'll get the back out first.
You're right. Let's try that.
Muhammad is proud to announce that he's returning to the stage to sing publicly for the first time in 12 years this coming January.
Congrats on
congrats,
coming
Mohammed.
over!
Congrats,
it is.
buddy!
It can take a great deal of courage to get up on stage. I don't think I could do it. So
I think it
More
takes
power to you.
incredible courage, but you know what? Some people are just built for that. Proud of you. Wish I could hear you.
Some
I
journalists
hope you'll
drink
share
from the job,
recordings if there are
not
any.
me. It was a brandy bottle.
Alright, she won't drink it.
So, should we check that coded letter now?
Yes, let's take a look at it. So we got this weird key.
The artifact had a sword laid across scales. There was a picture of Lady Justice on the locked panel in the room below the conciergerie.
Alright.
Another coded message. So, Plantard was involved with
Alright, so the
Cauchon.
man who died here, that the clown killed, that called us and was trying to get through to us, that man had this cipher. So he was related to the president in some way.
Yeah.
Alright. Let's see if we can figure it out. Alright. Let's see.
Okay, so I think this must be Pierre again.
This one up here?
Yeah.
P-I-E. So that is E, which is what I was suspecting. So let's see if that is Pierre again. P. That's good, because I had already singled that one out as E. So what you're saying agrees with me, so I agree with it. And then this being R.
And I think that first name is Plantard.
Makes sense that it would be, in which case, this is
L.
L. There's L.
The giraffe is an A. The incomplete W is an N.
I love your names for them. How in the world is that a giraffe? I don't know, but I appreciate your spirit. Okay.
Crocodile's a T.
Actually, I do see that one. That one is a crocodile.
And that cursive U is a D.
The you that can't let go. The clingy you. Plantard. Pierre killed.
Yep.
So that must be a K.
It'd be kind of embarrassing. It just turned out he was Billed.
Pierre build. Murder?
Yep.
So then there's 2 leaves. The down leaf is an M and the up leaf is a U. Plantard, Pierre killed. Murder must, right?
Yep.
So then that must be an S.
Okay.
We're so good at cryptography.
I'm assuming that little backward C is an F.
From. Probably.
Oh, Arno Yamada!
From, hold on. So then this is O. Okay. Murderer must have followed trail
Yes.
from. So that's an H. And that must be a V. Have followed. So that must be a W. Plantard, Pierre killed. Murderer must have followed trail from Arno and Yamada. So like you said, that's a Y, correct?
Yeah.
He will now come, I assume?
Yeah.
I mean, you'd know if it's come better than me. Just from experience.
I'm not going to dignify that with a response.
You just did! He will come for us now. We must be, I assume, be vigilant. So then that thing.
Plantard. Pierre killed. Murderer must have followed trail from Arno and Yamada. He will come for
that
us
one's
now.
way easier than the last one.
We must be
was.
vigilant. Thierry's girl broke into Pierre's safe. She worries me. Imelda. So much for Imelda's innocence.
Imelda wrote this.
Plantard
That was
was
the rich
working
old
for
woman
her
from the
and for
beginning.
Cochon.
Ah!
But why did Plantard want to meet? Was it a trap? Or maybe he was in too deep and needed me to tell the story, whatever the story was. One thing was clear. It was a story worth killing.
So whatever they're all hiding, they're all afraid that they're going to be killed for the secret. But they also don't want me to discover it.
Curiouser and curiouser. Also, just for, I wonder if we can combine that new thing we got next to the letter with one of the other, devices.
No.
I like how she just went, no.
No.
It's like she was telling you.
Yeah, what about that one up there? Probably not, but I don't know.
No.
Okay.
No.
Well, I'm
no.
all out about it.
I just like how she tells you, like, no.
Didn't
You're
have to be
dumb,
so
and you should
cruel.
feel dumb. Alright, saved. I think that's everything to see here.
I think so.
So then we gotta explain to this guy that we're stuck in.
What about...
Oh, of course. How could I forget?
Well?
Camera. Oh, I've...
Alors. They should never send a
How
woman to
rude!
do
They
a
should
man's
never
job.
send a woman to do
Well,
a man's
this woman
job.
had fooled him easily enough.
I
And
remember
fa-
when I was a fool like him, how much I've grown.
Hello?
And
What,
I
did you
see.
used to think that?
Unlike some people,
Yes.
I'm proud to admit I've grown
Have
from
the
my
police finished
mistakes.
What does it look like?
So you used to what? Not like
So the
women?
body's...
I certainly hope so. Or
Okay,
even
that's kind of a
stick.
harsh
Shouldn't
way to
you
put
check?
it.
Are
I mean,
you
that explains
kidding?
a lot about you.
They
I
don't
just
pay me.
thought I was better. For reasons.
I have a question for you then.
Yeah.
Do you know this man?
If you had to
Looks
pick
like
a guy,
nasty piece of work.
which one?
I had an uncle who was with the fascists.
What do you mean?
If you had
But
to
we
pick a
never
guy,
talk about
which
him.
guy?
What
For
happened
what?
to him?
How should I know?
You had to
We
pick a
never
guy.
talk about him.
This is missing the other part of the sentence that completes what this thought is about.
No, if you had to pick a guy for the whole thing.
Are we talking about the verb, the adjective, noun
No,
thing?
for the whole thing.
Au revoir.
I don't know what thing we're talking about.
Okay, if you accidentally the whole thing, which guy would you want it to be with? You just imagine you accidentally the whole thing.
Accidentally what?
The whole thing. I just told you.
The whole thing can be many whole things.
You accidentally the whole thing. Which guy? Pick one.
Look, once again, are we talking verb, the adjective, noun, whole thing? Are we talking about boom, boom thing? Are we talking about...
What in the world
The
is
door was
boom
locked.
boom thing?
I don't know. I'm just saying things like you.
I'm not just saying things. I'm asking you a question.
I didn't need to call anyone.
Well, it's an incomplete question.
So, back to looking at chat. Night and Starlight says this is some secret
The
society
strange
things, and I
metal
am
artifact
absolutely
I
tempted to
pointed
turn this
back
into
to.
a fic. Muhammad says your kindness knows no bounds, my queen. I'm nobody special, just someone who loves to make people happy.
I think they're all incredibly special. Personally.
Did he say we had to go back here?
Yeah, she did. Because of what we found. She basically automatically took me here.
Gotcha. Oh, so we just like put the new thing we found into that hole?
I think so. Into a
Oh, not
hole.
that one.
I think into the one inside the room, yeah.
Oh, yeah, that makes more sense.
At least I think. I don't. I'm guessing that's why they've dropped us here. Yeah,
Well,
see, there's this one right here.
Oh,
so maybe.
right.
And with the image, yeah, it looks like the same woman.
Lady Justice, yep.
Yeah.
That makes too much sense.
Well, if it'll let me do it. It's very finicky sometimes.
Plantard's key fitted the lock, so he must have used this place too.
So if you had to pick a guy, which one would you pick?
I'm not answering with all the details.
Photograph.
I don't know what the whole thing is. I don't know what accidentally doing
Wait,
the whole
what
thing
do you
is.
want me to say? The whole thing. Whatever you would have done with
just
Suki.
arrange the pieces.
I don't know.
Which guy?
Oh my god.
Aang, right?
It can't be.
No.
Oh, so Zuko. You're a Zuko fan.
No. Just because you are doesn't mean I am.
Zuko fan in that way? What are you trying to imply?
I've heard about the dryer.
Why would you think something like that unless you have experience?
I don't.
You and Katara, huh? Weird.
No.
That's weird.
Oh, no.
Incredibly weird, actually. I don't know why, but it's somehow weirder for me to imagine you and Katara than me and Zuko. Is that weird?
Yes!
It really is more disturbing.
It
to
shouldn't
me.
be any less weird. It's weird again.
No, it's all weird. I'm just saying it is more weird to me to picture you and Katara than it is to picture Zuko and I.
Oh, you got the wrong piece down there. So, I mean, no, you want to... So,
This one doesn't
yeah,
fit.
move that one up.
It can't.
Oh, what the heck?
It doesn't match. That's what I was trying to...
But that would match that one down there. That's the weird thing. Huh. Oh, wait, no.
Something's wrong.
Oh. That goes where... Yeah.
I wish they would stick once you get it right.
Oh, we gotta bring them all down.
Okay.
Yeah, the way it covered up that piece just didn't look right.
There we go. Alright, let's keep working on this. Does this attach here at all? No. So there's
That's
one
what that one... Yeah.
That goes there. I can at least get the frame.
So that bottom one goes all the way to the right.
This one?
I know the one next to it, the one you just
This
had.
one.
That goes all the way. Yeah, there we go.
So now I can move his beautiful face over here. Somewhere. There we go. Oh, this is the other half of that picture.
Yep.
There was no doubt about it. It was a picture of my father. Papa. Oh,
And it's torn
God.
apart again.
After what I'd
Yeah, I
gone
know,
through,
right?
I
We
thought
just
I could
put it
face
together.
anything, but not this. My father. The
She's
one
like my
person
father,
in
the
the
one
whole
person in the
world
whole
who
world who I
truly
truly admired.
Standing
with
Carchon,
Carchon,
while
those
those
murderers carried on with their
on with
evil
their evil
work.
My father.
My father grinning
Grinning
at the camera. I couldn't believe it.
I couldn't.
She is
believe
me.
it.
She just found out her father's evil. That's a hard realization, to realize your father's
I
evil.
realized that I desperately needed to get.
I'm sure it's just...
Oh, she just realized she really needs George. Isn't that cute? And pathetic.
Yeah, we'll see how this plays out.
She just said that. She said, I realize I really need George.
God, you just met the guy.
I think it's more that she needs a stupid American on the case with her. Yep, there he is. Your turn. Let me save it.
Doke. And back I go.
Your planet needs you. You still haven't answered which guy. That's okay. If you don't answer, I'm just gonna assume the answer is Zuko.
Talon is the dragon also asked for clarification. Had to pick a guy for grocery shopping, for a hunting trip, for a fist fight.
I really wish she meant just grocery shopping for a fist fight.
Why would you need a guy to go grocery shopping with you?
Because some guys know foods better than others. Like Aang knows vegetarian.
Yeah, but who's gonna know good food better than you out of the men? None of them.
That's the other reason why I have to go with them. So I can actually show them what's good.
Oh, hi.
To educate them, of course. How noble of you, Sokka.
No
Toph
thanks.
says fistfights are my favorite food group.
Thanks all the same, but
Toph
I'm not
gets it.
superstitious. Besides, if it only takes a minute, that's
I
not
don't think
much of a
fistfights are
future
your
to look
favorite
forward
food
to.
group, Sokka. Who are you trying to kid?
Yeah.
Because your favorite food group is meat.
What do you make of this tool?
Is it something a dentist would use?
Which is why I keep asking you,
No,
as a man
it's
who
for
loves
raising
meat.
manhole
You're an
covers.
expert on meat, right?
Formidable.
Like, you
You
could tell
recognize
red
this
meat and white
nose?
meat apart just
No,
by
monsieur.
tasting them, correct?
What can you tell me about this tissue?
And seafood.
Nothing.
You're an aficionado. You are an expert when it comes to meat.
What can you tell
So
me
what in the
about this
world would you
material?
have to learn from Aang
It's a
grocery
very
shopping?
expensive
What, he's
piece
going
of
to tell you
cloth,
how to get
monsieur.
side dishes?
I don't know. I'm just saying, like, I think vegetarian stuff is not the best. I mean, like you said, you gotta have meat with it, but maybe just
Do you know a young woman called Nicole
sometimes you gotta put up
Collard?
either appearances
Yes,
for
I
other
do. She
vegetarians,
lives upstairs
or
from me
maybe
in the
he has
apartment
an
block
idea of
across the
what's
street.
something that's a bit more
The door isn't
tolerable for
locked,
someone
but
of
you'll
my
need to give it a
refined
gentle
palate.
nudge. It sticks
No,
to
that's
things.
air nomad propaganda.
Because
I
of
don't
the
need
dam.
veggies.
The landlord said he'd
I'm a
fix it
carnivore.
before
I
winter set
will
in.
die an
He's
apex
been
predator.
saying
Up
that
top!
for 3 years.
Let's go! You thought I was going somewhere else
How
with that
long
new
has
conversation,
Mademoiselle
didn't you?
Collard lived here?
Nope.
A few months. She's in for a
I
shock
see
when the
your
cold
strategy.
weather
It's
comes.
denial.
Drafty
It's okay.
windows,
I actually
insufficient
respect that.
heating. It's a struggle to keep warm. The only reason I stay is
Well,
because
that's
the
two
rent is
things we
cheap.
agree on.
Your young lady, she
Someone
deserves
says wait till
better.
we get to Ireland. There's a really funny scene there.
I thought Mademoiselle
Wherever
Collard
Ireland
was
is.
a successful photographer.
Not as successful as she makes
It just sounds
out
like a
for
land
all
of
her
angry people. I
fine
mean,
clothes.
Ireland.
Oh,
that does
I've
make
heard her
sense.
crying
That
herself
tracks.
to sleep at night.
That's awful.
That explains
Now
why I always get
don't
into
you let on
fights.
that I've told you. She's proud, that one.
Why,
Too
everyone gets
proud,
into
if you
fights?
ask me.
Well, I hear that the Irish fear no one.
Have
nothing
you
and
seen
no
anyone
one. They keep
out
fighting
here
till
watching
everyone's
Mademoiselle
dead.
Collard's apartment?
I don't know where this
Yes,
metaphor is
I have.
going. I just felt that it had to be
Strange
said.
man. Tall
Did you just make a rhyme?
and thin
It's
as
song
a
reference.
broomstick. He kept his face
It's
hidden,
from a play.
but I saw
Ah,
his
that
eyes.
explains it.
It's actually about someone who goes to law school.
Peering from evil
Right, Lo?
How
What?
was he dressed?
That
A
song.
long brown
The
raincoat
Irish fear
with a
nothing
hat.
and no one.
like
They
Humphrey
keep
Bogart.
fighting till
Yes,
everyone's
but he didn't have
dead.
Bogart's
I don't know where this
charisma.
metaphor's
Besides,
going.
this
I
guy
just
looked
felt
like
that
he
it had
needed
to
a
be
toilet.
said.
You never saw
that's
Bogart
from a play
clenching
about
his
law.
buttocks like that.
Huh. I guess I should look into
Is
that.
there anything else you can tell me about Mademoiselle Collard?
No, monsieur.
I don't know. Ireland sounds like a nice place. I feel like it's got a nice ring to it. Excited to see where this game, what happens when they get to Ireland.
Yeah, I do kind of wonder if.
And if your Irish boy tires of you, you're allowed to shoot him in the head.
See, Top knows what I'm
Oh, the
talking
flowers
about. There's a boy at the party who loves you.
I'll take
Something
a
most
bunch
of
of
us
those
only
white
dream
I
of.
wouldn't do that if I was you.
No?
They are living.
Sokka, get out there and get you some
people
Ireland.
Associate them
By the way, this is
with
another question.
death.
What?
If it is a land of iron, do you think they're just
Thanks
trying
for
to be
telling
ironic,
me.
like
What other
Iceland?
flowers do you have?
No,
Dinner,
because it's Ireland,
What do they
not
signify?
irony land.
insecurity.
So they're mad all the time, right?
Yeah, because the,
What
the
about the
irony one
tall
is
yellow
Iran.
Those are Ireland, the flame of passion.
And the
Just
little yellow
considering
ones?
Greenland's icy and ice.
Sensuality.
Iceland's
Well, they're no
green.
use to me.
I feel like I could have
I
called
want to
that
make
ice
an
rainy or
impression,
something.
not jump
Well,
down her throat.
they're contrarians. Contra-continents. Contra-continental.
That's why they have the Contras.
I'm still stuck on Iran being ironic.
It's ironic.
I've changed my mind. Will you tell me a portion?
Iceland
We're
is
going
where
on
Sokka's
now.
people are from, because there's all
My,
that
oh
ice.
my. What a surprise.
Why is
Is
it
there all
Asian
that
colors?
ice?
I don't already know? How does
Oh, wow,
this
is she gonna read your
fortune-telling
palm?
routine work?
If I knew
She may have
that,
been
I
reading it for the
wouldn't
past
be
5
saying
minutes. I was paying
flowers for
attention.
you.
You were,
Haven't you
because you
ever
don't believe in
wondered why
fortune
you
telling.
were-
of course.
Exactly.
Well,
I
it's
believe
like
in
satellite
science,
television,
like
I
a
suppose.
smart person,
Some
like
of
a
us are
rational
born with the
person.
built-in
You know what's something I
arithmetic.
noticed?
I just
I
happened
saw
to be
some
one
of the
these
new
other
water
world.
tribe boys going through that ice flow ceremony.
Can you
on the
really
boats.
foretell the future?
And one of them got the
Only
mark of
time will tell,
wisdom. That's the one
monsieur.
you got,
The
right?
strange
And I
thing
noticed
is,
that it was like a
I
crescent
can't seem
moon
to
and
see
then a dot
myself in
under
the
it.
future. Other people,
Aunt
I have no
Boo's
problem.
symbol is
But when I try to see
flipped.
what might happen
It has
to
the
me,
dot and then the
nothing.
crescent moon.
That must be
So now I
scary.
understand why you didn't
Maybe.
trust her. She has
I
the
think there's
wisdom
a kind
symbol of your
natural
people
safety
inverted.
mechanism. Either that, or I don't have a future.
Like, why would she do that? If she knew what was up, why isn't the wisdom symbol the right way?
Yeah,
Right?
like it's. I see that
See you later.
symbol. It's just.
That's right, monsieur.
I don't know. It just feels.
What's the opposite of wisdom? Superstition?
I suppose. I mean, she was a fortune teller.
Remembering the flower seller's advice, I pushed the door gently just above the lock.
Hi. Bonjour. I'm glad you.
Are you talking to me, Sokka?
Please,
Just
call
because
me
I'm
George.
blind doesn't make me Stevie.
Take a seat, George.
Muhammad says
no,
Pop
no,
is the baddest of the badass club is in the building.
A beer? And what have you been up to?
Yeah, I let myself in again. Y'all need tighter security.
Oh no!
The clown
Now they're
used
both
the
on
sewer
screen,
to
so now who
escape
should be
and
playing?
to
You or
change out of
me?
his costume. I guess he was in a hurry. He left his jacket.
Don't
on.
flatter yourself.
And?
You were never
I got
even a
his
player.
tailor's phone number.
A
You
video
have better
game.
luck than I did.
How about this?
Luck,
You
she
just
said.
poke the mouse
Luck.
back and
Okay,
forth.
work,
alright,
I'd
let's
call
do
it.
it.
What happened?
Poke,
My editor
poke,
told me to drop
poke,
the story.
poke. No, we have to poke when our character
But
talks.
you're not going to do that.
Oh no.
Poke.
I'm going to find out what's behind these killings. It just doesn't
Poke.
add up.
Talon
Almost feels
is the
like
dragon
something
donates a
to
$2 super
the
chat.
police
Can your
in
precious
capital
science
countries
explain
are
why
kept
it
very quiet
rains?
about the murders.
Yes!
The press don't
Yes,
connect
it
them.
can!
They blame them on political,
Poke.
religious, or militant
Wow, she's talking a
minority
lot. The
extremists.
mouse is
Well,
getting
that covers
closer and
just about
closer.
everyone.
Poke.
And
Aha!
then it ends. Fine, you win that round.
So it is I who's in control.
about
Just
now.
like science.
There's nothing much to tell.
Well, how'd you get
Night
into photography?
Starlight
I
says,
guess I
hell
owe
yeah,
that to my
Sokka
father.
science.
He bought me my first camera. I was 8,
Poke.
and my parents had just split up.
Ah, I'm in charge. She ended that
Nope.
one. Nope, that was me. That was me.
Did you live with your father?
Wow, talking about herself,
mother
it
went
is
off
you.
to
Now
Boyfriend.
shut
I
up!
didn't mind.
You're
Papa was
terrible.
animated. 4 years later, he died in a plane crash.
Oh, I'm sorry.
It's all right. I don't mind talking about him.
Just
He was
saying.
more like an older brother,
That's what
really.
you've been saying.
Who was
She's
joking
you.
and laughing. Papa always wanted me to study
Oh
art.
no,
That's why I
I
went
would
to
want to be
college.
a beautiful journalist in France who wins awards for her work, and people are out to get her because she's so right all the time, and this guy's clearly in love with her. Oh, who would want to be her? What a terrible comparison you've made.
Did you learn about photography at college?
So
No, I
Muhammad
couldn't afford
argues
the
that the
materials.
opposite of
We were
wisdom
billed for
is
everything we
being
used.
purely
Paint,
ignorant.
Canvas, paper. Most of my
You know,
year
it's
turned
hard
to
for me to
minimalism.
say
It
because
was
Uncle
cheaper.
is
I used to
regularly
go
considered
poaching
one
in
of the
the
most
park
wise
for squirrel
people
hair.
anyone's
The
ever
only
met,
time I
and
wasn't
yet I
hungry was the
consistently
time I
think
did
he's kind of an
printing.
ignorant
I
asshole
used to eat
sometimes.
the
But maybe
potatoes.
I'm biased.
You're making fun of me, aren't you?
Yeah, I mean,
Oh no.
being intelligent and being wise are sometimes mutually exclusive.
Well, you would know.
Tell
Because
me
you're
more about the clown's
incredibly
previous
intelligent.
victims.
The first was Arno
you.
Bellotta,
And very
the
stupid.
millionaire pharmacist brother. He made his money from amphetamines in the post-war slimming and diet boom. They merged
what's
it.
this about
Millions
drugs?
of
Cactus
housewives
juice?
literally
Something?
standing
Apparently,
at
they
the
all
stop.
wanted to lose weight after the war,
witness
so
in
a
the
whole
case
bunch of
was
them
his
took
Filipino
cactus
au
juice.
pair. She
Sorry,
said he
I
was
just
lured
saw
to his death by
amphetamines,
moonlight.
hundreds of
What
women,
about the
and
clown's second
Filipino.
victim?
So
Yamada,
she
the
swears
controversial
that a
Japanese
snowman lured
politician.
her husband to
He
his death. That was
inherited
the
his
previous
fortune
case.
from his father's electrochemical consortium.
And then here's another
How did
case
he
with a
die?
costume killer.
At the hands, or should I say
And they
flippers,
pretended
of
to be
a
an
giant
emperor penguin.
penguin.
A snowman, a penguin,
Okay,
and now
so
a clown.
he's had
I
4
had been
costumes:
about
a
to add
snowman, an
mine to
emperor
the list,
penguin,
but
a
stopped
mime,
myself.
and a clown.
I really didn't
So we've
want
been
to
following
have to
this
explain
case
to
for a
George
while.
about my father's
Danny
involvement.
DeVito, Batman!
Okay,
You know,
but
I
she
hate to admit
didn't
it,
tell
but this
George about her
is
father's
scary.
involvement
And
yet.
I'll tell you this, I will not be accepting any invitations to costume parties.
I don't blame you.
Oh, he thinks
Night-
he's funny now.
I am too. But this story could be my only
like, maybe
chance
he
for a
is funny.
big break.
Or an early death.
Night and Starlight gives a $5 super chat. Sokka, when you invent the telescope, look for a planet with a heart of ice.
This is the tool
It
I
is
use
Pluto,
to get into the sewers.
and it is reddish in
Fascinating,
color.
George.
You're not
Pluto,
interested, are
my
you?
beloved.
Of course I
Ma'am, I
Pluto's
think
a
it was
dwarf
very brave
planet
of you to
because
go
it's
down
small
those
and pissed
Yeah.
off, just like me.
Well, it was kind of
Just
scary.
like me.
Well,
Just
I had
like
a
you
job
too.
to do.
And if anyone argues the validity of its existence, it'll beat them up.
Hell yeah!
Found this
Fight the
false
system!
nose in the sewer.
Muhammad has a question for Sokka. Is there
The
anything
contents of
science
someone's
can't
nose?
prove?
Don't be cross, George. It says l'arrêté du monde.
That's a good
Masks
question.
and costumes.
I guess
It's
it
a
can't prove if
costume
you can't
shop
prove
near
things.
the Gare Saint-Lazare.
I'll check it out. Maybe the
Or
owner
rather,
remembers
it
who
can't
hired the
prove
clown
if there's
costume.
anything that it can't prove. Oh no. Because it's self-fulfilling prophecy. But then,
The term he's searching for is science cannot prove non-falsifiable claims.
I found this tissue down the sewer.
I've followed you around.
Disgusting, George.
He said a smart
No,
thing,
no,
he
no,
just
I
said
think
it in
the
a
stuff on
stupid
it
way.
is grease paint, like actors use, or clowns.
It's still
If
disgusting.
this is
Get
a
rid of
question
it.
that cannot solve itself, are we in a simulation?
Can
Are
I
we in
say-
the ultimate form of
I found a
science?
To settle the
Cereal
argument
in the
about Pluto in
cafe.
the comments, the reason Pluto is not considered a planet anymore but instead a dwarf planet
When I showed
is
it to the
because it
concierge,
didn't
he
clear its
recognized
orbit
it
entirely.
right away.
There's still other
It's very
bodies there.
distinctive of
Now,
you.
we
Just
could
wait
consider
until
Pluto a
you see
planet
this.
and take away
I
that
developed a film I
condition,
shot at the
but then you would
cafe.
have to consider
Here, George,
several
it's an enlargement I made.
bodies in the asteroid belt as planets. And personally, I don't want to memorize like 5 additional
what that
planets,
guy's
including
wearing.
Eris,
Check
so
this
I'd rather we just cut Pluto. I'm
The same
sorry, but it's
material
just
as I
easier
found in
that
the
way.
sewer.
Wait,
That's right.
does that mean I'm the
Apparently,
planet, right?
it was a thing many,
Because I've
many
got all these
centuries
bodies
ago.
revolving around me.
Star
Oh!
in the shape of a horseshoe.
That would make
Or
you the
a crescent
sun.
moon.
Pluto doesn't have any bodies revolving around it. It's a binary system with Charon.
Well, I mean, I am the sun, as I have a father.
I'm the sun. I literally am a giant ball of flame when I'm upset. You can't even bend. How could you be the sun?
You didn't have to get personal with that attack.
No, here, let's try it right now. You do your best sun
How
impression,
come
and I'll
you
do my
enlarged
best sun
this
impression, and
photograph
let's see who
of me?
wins.
Because I noticed the guy behind you, of course.
Hey.
What? You're just gonna say, hey? Go on, try it. Go on, go on. Give me your hottest sun impression. Well, don't make me go supernova. All right, you want to see mine?
I have
Sure.
to go.
Okay, I'll see you later.
You ever heard of solar activity, like a solar flare?
I don't like where this science trip is going.
Watch this.
Oh, hi.
It's all right. Her eyebrows are
Bonjour,
only singed.
monsieur.
They're not burned off.
How's your girlfriend?
She's not my girlfriend.
Maybe not
No,
yet.
it's fine.
but I
It's only a
feel
little
I'll
singed.
find in the future.
Why doesn't it feel?
Doubt it.
Why does it feel more than that?
Do you recognize the man in this photograph?
Oh, what a hunk.
He's
Azula
a
knows her
killer.
astronomy. Of course, I know everything.
His
You can ask
eyes
me about any
stay
subject. Go ahead. Ask me what gravity is. That's a hard question.
See you
I
later.
could answer it,
That's
though.
right, monsieur. He will.
That's not fair. I mean, you're privileged with riches and education and.
Intelligence, yes, I know. I'm burdened with it, really.
Talon is the dragon drops another super chat. Azula, you are the sun because you shine brightly and bring us to life every morning.
Well, that makes sense, because you're all the moon, radiant as you reflect the light that I gift upon you to make something even more lovely to the water tribe. That's why you all like Sokka so much.
A couple of people in chat are asking about science in relation to bending and spirits.
Science can't explain the spirits, because they're a non-falsifiable claim.
Excuse me.
Oh, why didn't I just say science could explain that?
Come in.
That's what I
Leave
said!
the mundane world behind. For in these four walls,
Oh, I know, that is awful. They really need to fix their
don't want a
audio quality.
costume.
Can you
you
imagine
ever
having
dress up
terrible
like
audio
I
quality?
remember.
Couldn't be me.
incredible. You'll be telling me next that you never shared your elder sister's lingerie.
I don't have a sister, and I think I'd look pretty silly in a brassiere. I just need some information.
Of course. How can I help you?
Okay. Let's see if this guy knows about the clown. All right, so should I ask this guy about the clown or Plantard? Probably the clowns. I mean, costumes.
That's true.
I'm looking for a man who
That is
hired
a
a
good
clown costume from you.
Oui, monsieur. I do not see how I can help.
Don't you keep a record of costumes that you've rented out?
Of course, monsieur, but...
Well, then, I'd like to check your records. Give me the names of everyone who's rented a clown suit.
Impossible. There are too many.
What is up with...
Night and Starlight asks, I'm sorry, is that a unicorn cow? Like, no, I
Do you
think
want this
that's
red nose
just
back?
a
Not
spotted
after
unicorn.
it's been worn,
Would be
thank
funny
you.
if it were a unicow, though.
Maybe it's just a mule, a spotted mule.
With a horn on its head.
There could be genetic mutations that cause horns to grow funny.
Does this dirty tissue mean anything to you?
I mean, they're going by the
Let
rule
me
of
smell
movie.
that.
When you want to have a cow, you use a horse. And when you want to use a horse, you just use a bunch of dogs taped together.
Best
That makes
Amos
perfect sense to me.
number
I wouldn't do it any
7,
other way.
White pancake.
Theatrical grease paint, right?
Okay,
Oui,
but what if you
monsieur.
wanted to have a horse
La
cow?
crème de la crème
Someone
of
asks, hey
Thespian
Sokka, did you ever
accoutrement.
hear
Have
of
you
the
sold
legend
any
of
of it
Gojira?
recently?
Yes,
Tis a
who
massive
can?
prehistoric radioactive abomination that is 100 meters high and has impenetrable hide and bright blue atomic breath. Was this creature based on me?
That is the only thing I can think of that makes sense.
Yeah.
You know, just...
Well, what do you
call
think
it.
about it?
I mean, I've heard about legends. I mean, theoretically, that can make sense. I don't know. There are plenty of ways to make things grow, you know.
But they're asking what you think of it.
I think it sounds pretty cool. I don't want to see it.
So you're pro Gojira.
Pro's a strong word. Let's just say I'm...
So I'll use it. I'm pro Gojira!
I'm just saying it sounds cool as long as you're not destroying a bunch of things. I mean, I don't know. I mean, seeing giant versions of things would be cool unless it was Avatar stuff. That would be kind of weird.
Yeah,
alright,
everyone's lips might desync. You're right. What was that, Lo?
Night and Starlight has a joke for Sokka, and Muhammad has a story about Sokka that he thinks you will laugh at.
Lay them on us. Meanwhile, let's continue this interrogation of
You
this strange,
recognize this
scared
man?
man.
Ah oui? He was here this morning. That is the man to whom I sold the grease paint.
Is
Wait
he
a minute.
wearing
I
a
remember the
blue
scar on
jacket,
his
a
face.
yellow
He
shirt,
chose
and a
2
red vest and
costumes.
tie?
Bozo the clown.
Wait a minute.
And Seamus
He
the
sold
pixie.
2 costumes to
pixie?
that man.
Very
Bozo the Clown
smart.
and Seamus
Green
the Pixie.
silk with a taffeta lining.
Why would a pixie
He
be
gave me
Irish?
his name as Monsieur
Maybe they meant
Carr.
leprechaun, but they don't know better.
That's true.
Monsieur Khan.
Also, what does have that outfit? I'm curious. Or has the punchline not been delivered yet?
Oh, I don't think they've actually asked the joke yet. I think
What
James
does
just
this
asked.
tool mean to you?
Still waiting.
Nothing, monsieur.
Have you heard of a man named Plantile?
I do not recall anyone of that name.
Thanks for your
And
help,
off I
buddy.
go.
My pleasure, monsieur. Allow me to shake you by the hand.
Huh? Well, okay.
All right, the joke has been
What are you trying to
posted.
do, kill me?
You did not find
How
it
many
amusing?
I
existentialists
never
does it
saw
take
the
to
funny
change a
side of
light bulb?
electroshock therapy.
Eh bien, it
How
is
many
yours to
existentialists
keep.
does it
I
take to
give,
change a light bulb?
Do I need a license?
I'm gonna assume...
No.
but I give you
none,
a word
because it
of
doesn't
warning,
matter.
monsieur.
What?
Is that the
Remember
answer?
to switch it off before you
None.
visit
They
the
wait for
toilet.
it to light up their world.
Ah!
What are they? What are they? Enlightenists?
Oh, that's good. That's good.
Ah! I forgot you were there, Top! Ah!
I thought I was the blind one.
How are you so quiet? I didn't hear you at all. If you want to know how Sokka was like towards women, he insulted Suki when they met, and she immediately whooped his ass. That's all right. When I first met Suki, I also immediately
procedure.
insulted her, except I whooped her ass. So get good, Sokka.
Like I said,
Still different.
she taught me a lesson, and one that I humbly accepted.
What insult did you say to her before she beat your ass?
I mean, I think I want to repeat.
You called her a girl instead of a warrior, didn't you?
Maybe not in those exact words.
I bet it
but-
was those exact words.
Yeah, it was those exact words.
I thought so. You know what I said to her?
What?
Who are you? The Avatar's fangirls.
Hello?
It's
Who
okay,
is
you
this?
can laugh.
Mr.
It's
Todrick?
Well, I thought it was pretty brilliant.
The man I'm
Thank you.
looking
See,
for
Toph knows comedy. This is why you're my
I
favorite.
mean,
bought a suit from you.
I think you won twice over. You were funnier than Sokka, and everyone knows Suki's
I
weakness is
remember.
girls, so...
Yes, deliver
Why does
to the
everyone
hotel.
keep saying that?
He's very deep in denial, Toph. Like, he is entrenched so far down, you'd have to use seismic sense
Second
to
room
find him.
on the right-hand side of
Do you
the
think the broken
Thanks,
sword
Todrick.
we're looking for is your
That's
space
all I
sword?
wanted to know. Now I've got you, Mr.
Space
Clown.
sword?
That was a
That
cool
sword was so cool. Did you know that at the Boiling Rock, when Sokka pulled that sword out and tried to stab me with it, I was like, at least buy me dinner first.
It's a good sword.
It is a good sword.
Huh. He said the guy who bought the suit was called Khan!
That's pretty good. Toph, I want to hear your con. Let's hear yours.
Well, first I would say that I'm blind, which I am, and then I would make them think I couldn't tell where their stone was, but I could tell, because I have seismic sense. And then I'd take all the money and win, and go to the next stall and do it again.
No, not that kind of con. You know what? That's a great con. Let's just leave it there.
Hi there. Remember me? Huh? Who?
What about you, Lo? Do you have a con?
So, I take a lot of showers.
Not anymore, since I'm in law school now.
Fine, I'll do it. Con!
Oh, like just okay, maybe.
But Toph's con is the best one.
I guess I could give it a shot. Con!
You're not supposed to sound like you're
that
scared.
was good, Lo.
You know what? Good enough. Give him a star for trying.
Oh, hello.
A for effort. Which might as well be an F in my household.
Oh, it was an A
Yikes.
minus, wasn't it?
A minus, the worst of all grades.
The
you
guy
could
at the
get.
novelty shop
A minus is rough.
Yeah.
A hand
Because
buzzer.
an A minus
put
is
It's a
like-
slap in the
Give
face.
people
It's
a
someone
lucky shot.
spitting on you.
Wow.
Yeah, it's
It's a gag,
almost good
a
enough.
practical joke.
If you ever use it on me,
It's
I'll
like,
break
oh,
your
well,
arm.
you didn't try, did you?
Oof,
I get the
wow, she
picture.
really is you.
What did she do?
Basically, I told her about the electric buzzer, and she said that, yeah, if you ever use that on me, I will break your arm.
I have to
I
go.
love her
Okay,
so
I'll
much!
see you
It's
later.
like, use that on me and I'll break your arm. And off I go.
Did you know Sokka's been working on inventing something called a radio?
Radio.
Radio. Doesn't that sound fake? What is it supposed to do again?
Isn't that thing where they like ride the bulls?
Yeah,
And
that sounds fun.
No, that's a rodeo. This one's a radio.
A radio's like...
Police paperwork, search warrant.
Imagine
Wait.
being able to hear your letter at a long distance.
So
No. I'm pretty sure this is like a little, like a porch, but in the back of the house.
Excuse me,
A
Sergeant.
porch.
What do you
Right?
want now?
No, that's a patio.
Oh.
This is a radio.
Oh.
The man
Right,
in this
Sokka? It's a
photograph?
radio.
No, monsieur.
Yeah,
It's
let's
the
call
guy
it a
who
radio.
bombed the
Yeah, radio, because it's rad.
Wow.
And it's
This man
basically,
looks
it's
nothing
this
like a clown.
machine
He's
where you
taking
can
off
hear
his
someone
grease paint
shouting the
costume.
letter
Then
super
there is
loud
nothing to
from
link
somewhere
this man
else.
with the killing.
Nothing.
In layman's terms,
Look
yes.
at those
So,
murderous eyes.
imagine instead of sending a hawk
Hardly
to
likely to
deliver
get
a
him
letter, which can
convicted.
take weeks or months depending on how far away they are.
Would you like to
just
shake
talk
my
into
hand,
this little
Sergeant?
device,
Not while I'm
and
on
then
duty, monsieur.
like really
The gesture
soon,
could be much
someone
more
in another
smooth.
place with a similar device can
Is
hear. it.
Rosso here?
Yes, he is. You wish to speak to
that
him?
sounds fake.
It's not
Yeah.
fake!
His problem right
Is
now is
this
that he.
spirit world related?
Yes, I do.
One moment, monsieur.
No, he said it's what did you call it?
A radio!
No,
It's
no.
Stobart,
Like,
monsieur.
what did you call it?
He
What,
insists on
engineering?
talking
You
to
said
you
it was
again.
engineering.
Yeah, mechanical
Did he say
engineering.
what it
Yeah,
was
that's what he
about?
said. It was mechanical
No, monsieur.
engineering.
It's
Him and
ba-
Satoru
So it's
have been
magical
working on it.
engineering. Okay.
Basically, Sokka came up with all these ideas, and he makes Satoru work on it. But both of them said they can't figure out how to power it. So
Hi,
I went in
Inspector,
one
remember
day,
me?
and I gave it a
What's
little
the
zapping,
idea?
and it started working. But then I overloaded it and it exploded. So the radio isn't as rad as it should be.
That's the envy of the Bibliothèque Nationale.
Night and
No,
Starlight.
Hey, Zula.
Yes.
Exercise. Just
Sorry,
allow
you go
muscle
first,
weight
Lo.
to
My bad.
inactivity.
Night and
So our
Starlight
minds
asks
declare.
Sokka, how long do you
But there
think
is no
the
need.
radio will take
If
to
only
finish?
people would learn to exercise their wits daily.
Who knows?
If
6
he was
months,
trying to
6
impress
years,
me,
6 decades. It's
He
hard
was
to tell.
pompous and patronizing, but he had style.
Eh bien.
Or maybe,
Hey,
who knows,
hey,
I'll
Azula.
finish it and someone will have
You're
to
too late.
take over my work.
Wouldn't it be
Investigations have been
terrible
closed.
if some
But
really, really
I've
up
been
and
taken
comer
off
took
the
all the
case.
credit for your radio
What about the murderer,
and made a
the dead
business
guy?
and got super
It
famous
is
and
out
rich?
of my hands.
Oh, that would be awful.
Yeah, sure hope that doesn't
That
happen.
would be awful.
Yeah.
Did you find out the ID of the guy?
But
who
hey,
caused the
Azula,
explosion?
Yeah.
if you ever
I
quit,
already
twiddling your
knew.
thumbs and finally date Sokka, then he could be your radio daddy-o.
Whose name was Sokka.
You're so
Don't be ridiculous.
liar.
Sokka
He
only
was a
likes
big shot in the
princesses
treasury,
and
wasn't he?
warriors. He
Maybe
can't
that's why
handle
you've
a
been
warrior
taken off the case.
princess.
I'm sorry, monsieur. I cannot comment.
I mean, that sounds like the next evolution in his
Don't you
taste.
want to know what I
And
found
like I
out about
said,
the
why would
killing?
I settle for
I told
Sokka
you,
when
monsieur,
Hakoda's
the
right
case
there?
is closed. I have washed my hands.
Doesn't
of
he
the
have
whole
that
affair.
thing with
Then I'll have to
Molina?
continue my investigations
Yeah, but
without
they're
you.
not married yet, and until
No.
he has
You must
an
forget the
engagement
business of
necklace
the
on
crown
it, it's still free
completely.
game, okay?
Go back to being an
Sounds like you have your
ordinary
deadline,
tourist.
Sokka.
Why do you feel like you're trying to say I'm free game? This sounds weird. Also, this guy looks like your dad!
This guy looks like my dad?
Just bald.
What do you mean? He looks like your dad.
But he's got the goatee.
But he's got, like, the face shape.
Yeah, but he has that sinister look in his eye.
And those cheekbones.
I mean, your dad
Yeah.
also has hella
And
cheekbones.
the whole red and
Oh my
yellow
gosh,
color
if
scheme?
I had babies with Hakoda, they would have the best cheekbones.
Well, yeah, I can agree with that.
My cheekbones plus his cheekbones?
They'd be more cheekbone than
So-
person.
Mohammed has a great idea for the radio. He
So
says
long,
a radio is
Inspector.
a man inside a box that plays musical instruments and sings, Your Highness. That sounds like a much better idea for this radio thing.
I mean,
as long as they're getting paid.
Do you know a man named
you could use that as like
He's
a
a shifty-looking guy
prototype
with a
maybe
scar
to
on
get
his
the
right cheek.
idea across.
No, monsieur. As this man,
You
any
just put a
connection
coin in
with
the
the
radio,
bombing of the
and
cafe?
it sings.
Yes.
Man,
I
hope they have a
believe
good selection of
Khan
music.
was the
Can I
name
see
he
something really
used when
quick?
he hired the clown costume.
Oh, maybe we could hire that Chong guy. He's pretty talented.
No! No! Chung!
Lighten up, Sokka.
I am not going to hear any more
There we go.
of a secret tunnel
See if
songs.
people can see it better after that.
See you later, Sergeant.
Oh, what?
Secret radio.
Do you mean that band with the hippies? I can't stand them. That music's awful.
Yeah,
What?
They are awful.
You guys are uncultured.
What do you mean? I thought you didn't like it either.
It grew on me.
I don't know why.
Much better than that stuffy upper crust nonsense I grew up with.
Hey, Toph, do you know where my brother is right now? Because I heard that he was going to stop going on all those dates, but he's still kind
Excuse
of
me?
stuck with that.
Yeah.
I don't
Zuko's dating life is really none of
You
my
recognize the
business.
guy in this photograph?
Is this a trick
Oh, really?
question?
So neither you or Sokka has
I simply asked
ever
if
been
you
interested in my
recognize
brother.
Okay then. No,
I can't
don't.
speak for Sokka.
Have you ever seen this clown's
I like
nose
how he is
before?
just trying to
Nope.
pretend he does not hear me.
Do you recognize
I mean,
the
Sokko, it
Think
writes
carefully
itself.
Ooh, ooh, ooh.
I'm just
I'm gonna have
focused
to
on
hurry
the
you.
mystery!
Time's up, so I'll tell you. It's a used
Sokko,
custom
Zuka.
Best timers number
It works. It works really well.
If you say so.
Yes, it does have a nice ring to it, but focusing on mystery.
12. Shake my hand.
I
Oh,
think Chat is right. Zuko did say he was looking for some kind of herb that's supposed to
Maybe
help
not.
with like trauma.
Have you seen a guy
Oh.
dressed as a clown?
Like, the
No,
devil's
I-
lettuce.
Don't
Look
tell
at
me I missed him.
Sokka trying to
spicy
eat the
oregano?
devil's
Too
lettuce.
bad.
God damn
I
it.
love the clown.
Look at Sokka
don't
trying
you?
to talk to these two
I've
tough
seen
guys. I wonder if
daytime
he's gonna get his
television that
butt
was funnier.
kicked.
I love it when
They
the
look
little
like
guys
they're
get
gonna
right.
try to kick
That
my butt.
figures.
Alright, let's
Your
see the
face looks very kickable, to be honest.
Help!
Then
Turn
smash
the voice.
a plank in the kisser.
Turn this down a bit so I don't blow the mic out.
And all of Chat's ears.
Yeah. Okay, just that. Help! He's gonna kick my butt! How many times did he teach you this lesson, old man? I love the young people.
You ever meet a guy called
Question for
Clinton?
Toph in chat.
No, I ain't.
You missed your
Mohammed
chance.
asked, wait a minute,
Took a
what
break.
about the time
You'll
you
catch
made
him at the
Zuko
corner.
blush?
Apparently you made Zuko blush, Toph.
Do you happen to know a guy named
I mean,
Khan?
I'm damn fine, so I'm not surprised. You'd have to ask him about it, though.
Not if you see me
I
first.
wouldn't say you're damn fine.
Excuse me.
Yes?
You can't.
What, you don't think I could rock your world?
I'm not
looking for
saying
a
that you would
clown.
rock my world
Are
at
you
all. I
trying
think
to
that you'd
be
come in
kind?
like a wrecking
No,
ball
I
and
really
wreck
am
all of it.
looking for
I
the clown.
welcome that,
There
of
are no
course, but I just
clowns
don't think
here
you're damn
except you.
fine. I think.
I
You're,
mean, I can't see. Well, maybe I'll take your word for it.
I think you're
Guitar
damn.
said I was pretty.
I think you're damn
No.
fucking fine.
That name means nothing.
Oh.
Are
Now
you
who's
blushing?
gosh.
I can hear you blushing. I can hear it. My ears are
Shut up.
perfectly attuned.
Do we, is it getting warm in
Shut
here
up,
because it's the
Azula.
Fire Nation?
Why are you blushing? I wasn't even talking to you, fine boy.
I'm not blushing! Turn the fan
I know
on!
a man by the name of Khan.
Sokka is very neurotic
I
for a
know.
boy that has the most
It's very
gorgeous eyes I've
important
ever
I get
seen in
to
my
see him,
life.
and
I told you. I
Ooh,
don't know.
a question for me. Night and Starlight asks, what kind of cases do you plan on specializing in once you finish law school?
Definitely not gonna stop thieves, I assume.
Criminal law.
Criminal law. Or
I
is it gonna
don't
be-
know. That's still a long ways off. I gotta learn what it's about first to find out what I want to do. I would like to defend people who are in my place, living on the streets, and give them a fair chance
So I'm trying to see if I can...
to.
Hear me out. What if we zap them with
Will
the...
you shake my hand?
Are you joking? Who knows
Ah, he
where
won't
it
shake
has
our hand.
been?
No one wants to shake my hand,
What
just
does
like in
tissue
real
mean to
life.
you?
Show him the
Are
gross
you
tissue.
serious?
Oh, yes. Take a good look at the substance it's smeared with.
You are sick. Very sick.
What? It's not that kind of tissue.
All right, show him
Have
the
you ever seen
nose.
this clown's nose before?
How would you know
No.
what kind of tissue it is? Are you an expert at deciphering bodily fluids on tissues?
Did you say I was an expert at... You know, no, I'm not walking
You're
into
right.
that one.
You are an expert at beating
Do
me.
you recognize the guy in this photograph?
Hey guys,
I never
Oh.
saw it.
Is the radio ringing?
What is this tool suggest?
that was not why I wanted your attention.
Wait, Toph! Do you have my radio?
Did you steal it?
Gotta go, bye.
That's hilarious. I hope she never gives it back.
Oh, please don't break the radio.
I hope she doesn't bring it back until you're at your funeral and then she like throws it into your grave with you. As an old man. She goes, here, I never returned this. Where are we?
Hi
This
there,
hotel
man.
has weird markings.
Well, hello. What can I do for
I
you?
love her voice. Well,
looking for a
hello.
man.
How do you
Disappointment.
do?
Oh, there's the economy. Oh,
I'm rich and have money.
Tell me your name.
George. George
My
Stobart,
grandfather was one of the original founders of the Fire Nation. That makes me a very important person.
I am
yes.
Lady Pym.
My father owns a carriage factory.
Oh, my father owns the factory that makes the factories.
Man. I mean, you're an
Oh wow, that's just way
aristocrat.
too rich. I'm sorry.
I
No,
don't know
no,
about
no.
that.
You just took it to a
He's
dark
my
place that is just
Not
should
even
not be
small.
fathomed.
Oh, so
Son-
you were the normal level of rich, and then I messed it up.
But don't
Yeah.
let it
That just
interfere.
sounds like you can't handle it.
But
Get
leave that
good.
impressive
I'm sorry, it's
Oh, my family makes money in the money factory.
Blood may be
I'm
blue,
mad
but
because
the
your family
factory
does
is not
basically
cheap,
make
though,
money
dear.
in the money factory. You're not
I've
even
done my
lying.
research.
Anyway,
There's only one peasant among us. It's Lo. Everyone point and laugh at Lo. He's a peasant.
I mean, I don't support classism.
Did you know there's a
Toph was
gangster
born
out
a
front?
noble and
What
chose
made
to
you
be a
think he's a
peasant.
gangster?
Sokka was
The
born a
Italian
peasant
suit
and
and
became
the
a
bulge
prince.
in
I
his
was
pocket?
born royalty
I know
and I'm
plenty
still
of men
royalty.
with Italian
Lo was
suits
born a
and
peasant
bulges
and will
in their
die a
pockets.
peasant.
That
Perfect.
doesn't
Now
Are
we
you
all...
saying he was low born?
Ah!
I won't laugh at classism, but I will laugh at puns.
Poverty puns. Hilarious. All right. We could ask him about the man with a scar on his face, or we could ask her more about herself.
Ask me about my money.
Are you here in Paris on vacation?
No,
Are you gonna
darling,
hit
I'm
on the old
holiday.
lady for information?
I needed to get away after I was
Are you gonna
I
bang the
didn't
old lady for
realize you were
information,
mourning the
Sokka?
loss of a loved one.
No.
Just
I'm
wait,
not,
it's gonna
but
come
my
up. There's gonna be a heart symbol, and you're gonna click it, and you're gonna seduce her.
Yeah, sorry. I'm just gonna say right here. Why can't
Sokka
we-
is the type that old ladies love.
They
He's
do.
old lady catnip.
Crocker catnip Sokka.
Well then, Azula, you better get away.
He cruising for that granny
Why should I have
fanny.
to get away?
You wouldn't be if you knew
You
him,
only
my
like old
dear.
women?
It gave me the opportunity to take
Give
a
me
well-deserved
give me
holiday.
time.
Daphne suggested a change of scenery.
Yeah.
The wild romance.
I have no doubt you'd ripen like fine wine.
Well,
Thank
the
you.
closest
I do
came
think
to
I'd
romance
ripen
was
like
being
fine
ruled
wine.
by
And you,
drunken
Toph,
Russian
you'd ripen like fine cheese, and we
must
go
say I
perfectly
was
together.
disappointed.
Yeah, get real crumbly and cranky and sharp.
Isn't that the goal? And I would be
working
really
here,
dry
packing
and
my holiday
acerbic and
shawl,
make your
packing
lips
my bags and
pucker.
heading back to Hemel
We'd be an excellent pairing.
was
Bring me your hide. I will tan it with my tannins.
I can't even think of his name for this.
What happened to you
Atopha?
last night?
I was
Someone lost a year of their life calling you the Riz King, so I feel like I should tell you that. Chat said I lost a
really
year of my
miss.
lifespan
It
calling
was
him
just
Sokka
as
the
I'd
Riz King.
always imagined it should be.
Back it up, Sokka.
This
Here,
was
take my
the
wheelchair.
Romantic music
Back it up,
tinkling
Sokka.
across
Back it
the
up.
room. And then, the stranger's glance.
Thank you for
Those
helping
brooding
Sokka
eyes,
get
that
over his insecurity
wild
by
manner,
torturing him.
those
Perhaps if we
tight
continue
troubles.
to torture
He
him,
was the
he
man
will
I'd been
eventually
waiting
fall
for all my
apart
life.
and then
I'm
rise
glad he
from the
finally turned
ashes
up
as
after all
better
these
than
years.
ever.
Ah, but it
Or it'll
wasn't
just make
to
me even
be.
more insecure and
He
just
was
stay
merely
calm.
toying with my
Was Zula just
affections.
possessed?
And if I
What are you
ever
talking
catch
about?
up with
I'm just
him,
an excellent spy. I can
He's
imitate
dead.
anyone, ever. Give me a name, and I can
Who was
imitate it.
that? A spirit?
Probably.
That was her radio voice.
My
Can you
radio
think of any
voice,
use for
because I'm
this tool,
rad.
ma'am?
Ooh, I
Let's
can
see. By
think
the way,
of some
Sokka,
I'd
the
like
legend I
to
mentioned
talk.
earlier, his name in English is Godzilla. And I also forgot
You
to mention that it
recognize
has
the man
3
in this
rows of dorsal
photograph?
plates and can
My
swim with its
God,
long lizard
it's
tail
him.
and is
That's
black as
Merlin.
night. So me. You're just
She
continuing to
represented
describe me.
everything I loved
Yeah,
about the
I'm
English.
sorry. I
The
can't
lady
see
was
anything other than
totally
Azula right now.
deranged.
God,
Merlin?
that's me.
You
3
mean
rows
King
of dorsal
Arthur's wizard?
plates. That's my armor. Can swim. I'm a great swimmer.
Sure,
Long
Merlin is
lizard
a
tail. I
fair
mean,
guess.
my hair tail is black as night.
Yeah.
Like my hair. Perfect.
I will say.
I think
though,
that was a typo. It's not Godzilla, it's Godzilla.
Godzilla. Uh-huh.
Well, I will say, Zilla sounds like the name of an actor. I don't know. Just has a kind of ring
An
to
actor
it.
who would play my father, I bet.
Yeah.
I bet.
You know what this is?
Who's Mothra then?
And yes,
Is it
I
Ty Lee?
say it
It's
was a
probably
clown's
Ty Lee.
nose.
That's right.
The heck is
It was
Mothra?
worn as a disguise.
Don't worry
by
about
a
it.
vicious
Don't worry your
killer.
pretty little head about it.
Ah,
Anyway, my type is dumb and
Mr.
pretty,
Merlin.
where they're not actually dumb. You know,
That's
they have to
him.
be smart, but they're dumb in that sense, and they're pretty. So I
Does
love
this
Ty Lee
tissue
because
mean
she's
anything
exactly
to
that
you?
type.
I'm no stranger.
Dula
to
loves an
that
obtuse
object.
man.
Makes me feel quite queasy.
You know what? I can't fault your logic on that.
I just
When the men
couldn't
are
bring
intelligent
myself to
but
use the
dumb,
buzzer on this
you can, you
dear
know,
lady.
mold them. I like it better. The problem with Zuko is that he's
Who was the
dumb
guy who
in
led
too
you
many
on?
other ways.
His name is Merlin.
Like emotionally.
And with introduction.
The man you know as Merlin is a
That's why you gotta be straightforward with those types.
He's a
Can't beat
murderer.
around the
He
bush,
also
just gotta
uses the
smack
name
'em.
Khan.
I mean, I'm just
I
saying. Y'all
am
remember when he
shocked,
tried to,
Mr.
you know, apologize to us?
I took him to be a
It's all,
gentleman.
hi,
A man of
Zuko
honor.
here.
Do you know, I'd rather like to assist.
I love your Zuko impression.
I've been
did you
trying
last
that
see
every now and
Merlin?
then, you know, doing
It was
little,
no more than an hour
improv
ago.
open mic nights.
He came downstairs and
Oh,
went to that
hi,
club.
Zuko here.
Something by chance. I couldn't
Just
see what
making
exactly.
sure they're
A briefcase?
No, smaller than that. A bundle of papers.
All right, coast clear.
The clerk.
Nah, I like to make the jokes right in front of their faces.
Don't ever change.
Are you
Toph.
sure you saw Merlin putting documents in the
I
safe?
wouldn't know how.
Yes, darling. Positive.
I
Good
wonder
point.
what they were.
Obviously something
Seriously,
of great
the one change I'm hoping for is you don't go
Yeah.
from alive to
I'd sure
dead
like to get my
with
hands on
jokes.
whatever it is. I'll bet they had something to do with
I
Plantow's
don't know, I
briefcase.
just imagine there's someone here who just doesn't have a sense of humor about these sorts of things. It'd be kind of ridiculous.
Has Merlin returned to the hotel?
No, he hasn't.
Yeah, like the Phoenix King of getting his butt whooped.
If I could
The
get in
humor on that guy was severely lacking.
Until we whacked his funny bone.
Your turn, Zula. Make a funny.
Why? That's really an unfair thing to follow Sokka, because his whole life is a funny, so you know.
Hey!
How can I make a joke following the ultimate joke?
Excuse me. Didn't I see your picture in the news? You're that Nobel
Muhammad says that
Prize
we make a
winner
squad.
from
Can you
some
read that comment for
unpronounceable
me? I can't
Eastern
quite read it,
European
though.
state.
Yes.
Uh, Let's see. Toph, I just realized you and Azula and I made a squad. We each have some kind of physical or mental disabilities, but we're still badass.
I don't
You're
know
right.
what
Let's all
you're
make a
talking
squad.
about.
Sokka, you can't come.
No boys allowed except for Muhammad.
And I guess Zuko, he's kind of got a disability.
Oh, that's true.
You can't.
Oh, and that kid from the air temple could come too.
Do you know a guy?
So no Sokka's allowed. Got it.
Why do you ask me? I have seen enough of death.
But what about Sakura?
Have you seen a clown?
What do you mean no Sokkas in the plural sense?
A guy in funny pants.
My pants are from
Sokka and Sokka-like
marks
people.
And they are a pleasure and a comfort to wear.
I like how we asked if he'd seen a man in funny pants, and he was like, "My pants are a comfort and pleasure
it's good
to
to know
wear."
you Nobel Prize winners are
in my country.
What are you, a Pokemon trainer?
The people make do with string and egg cartons in his country. What is his country? The Southern Water Tribe?
Oppression is the mother
Sorry, that was a
of
little racist. I'm
ingenuity.
sorry.
Night and Starlight says, "Oi, Sokka is a national treasure, and by
recognize this
national
man?
treasure, I
He
mean the
calls
kind
himself
that Nicolas
Khan.
Cage would search the world for."
Yes.
And
I
steal?
know this.
I don't know who this Nicolas Cage is, but I like your style.
Well, it sounds like he's gonna steal you away and kidnap you. So
So this Nicholas, she specializes in cages. Is that the deal?
Nicholas
Sounds
Rage.
What's your interest in Khan?
He is an
He's gonna
enemy
take you and
of
force
my
you to
people.
perform on the Nicholas
know he's a
stage.
killer.
Of course.
Muhammad is looking
Amongst
for
other
suggestions for names of the squad.
Maybe we should turn the Nicholas page on
Have
this.
you
though.
any idea what this tool might be used for?
I cannot guess.
Would it mean
Do
anything
you know
if I
they
told
have
you
a
it was
new
for lifting
treatment
drain
that they're
covers?
testing out for
Such
antibiotic
technology
resistance?
fills me with wonder.
Yeah, instead of using antibiotics, there's another thing they can use to kill bacteria.
What does this clown's
Is it called
nose
fire?
suggest to you?
No, I'm
In
serious.
my country, we have no use
It's
for
called the
fire.
Nicholas phage.
I'm glad to hear it.
Get it? Like a bacteria phage.
In the
All
last
of these jokes are
cultural
filling me with Nicolas Rage.
What about the
I said that one already, low, but
So-
good. Anyway, I'll still
Okay.
high five
I
you.
missed it.
So we
I'm
need someone
sorry.
to. So we need someone to like judge how
Sound
good these
like
jokes are. You know, maybe Nicholas Gage it.
I mean, if we could take a page out of the Nicholas. Didn't work. I dropped it.
I was trying to keep up with chat. Muhammad asked what the name of our squad should be.
I think we're all doing our best considering our Nicholas age.
You know what? This group sounds like magic. Call it Nicholas Mage.
We're the Nicholas Mage group. But you can't be
Does
part
this
of it,
goo
Sokka,
smeared
so you don't
tissue
get to
mean
be a
anything
Nicholas
to you?
Mage.
I am magical and
In our old age, we've gained a lot of wisdom, and now we're Nicholas Sage.
Nicholas
Yeah, shake you
Sage,
by the
that's the
hand.
ultimate
I do not
rank.
shake the hands of imperialist dogs.
Now, that's a real
You
Yeah,
broke
that's
Sokka.
you've
You
got
broke
there.
him. You should have seen him. He was just staring up at the ceiling. He was looking up at it, and I could just tell his internal monologue was like,
My
I should buy a
instructions
boat.
are to
like I could just
I
tell.
cannot jeopardize my position as an honored
I think in my head I
guest
just
of this
thought, we're
country's
still the
government.
joke of independence.
The joke.
We should write all this
Thanks for your
down
help.
and
Goodbye.
perform it as a play on a Nicholas stage.
Well, Lo, you should be the note keeper. I hope you're writing everything down. I hope you have an entire transcript of this conversation.
On a Nicholas page.
If not, then I'm going to tell Zuko that you can't just go to law school. You have to keep going until you get your Juris Doctor's degree, which is like a PhD, but for lawyers.
There was no one registered under
that
the name
sounds
of
like a lot of
Khan,
work.
But the name in the
Oh.
book for room
It sure
22
is.
was Merlin.
That's a lot to
I want some
keep up with
information.
chat at the same time.
The police?
I'm conducting a private investigation.
Thought this was going to be
I
relaxing.
know only too well
It's
what
just
you
more
mean.
work.
Why
That
did
is
you
one of
ever
the
think it would be
drawbacks of the
relaxing?
catering business.
Yeah, I have to
When
say, that
people
one's
book
kind of
into
on
an
you.
hotel, they leave
Anything,
their morals
if
at
you
home.
ever have to work with Azula on something, when is it ever going to be relaxing?
Are you in a glass Nicolas Cage of emotion?
I'd like to retrieve something from your safe.
Oui, monsieur.
Well,
May I see
I
some
will
form
say
of
last week
identification?
Like what?
that
A driving license,
stream felt a
perhaps?
little more
I don't
relaxing
drive.
than at least
Your
all the law school
passport.
work.
I don't have it with me. I could show you my operation
That's
scar.
rough, buddy.
I'm sorry, monsieur. I must have some form of unique ID.
Anyway,
You won't
I
find any
guess
more unique
I'll
ID than
get
my scar.
to that.
I'm sorry. I must
Are you
insist
leaving?
on a more traditional
No,
identification.
but-
You can do your work if you want to, but don't you leave. You're on the clock.
Okay. I'm here.
Lo, I like you. You're one of my people, which means you're under my protection. But it also means you better not mess it up and let me down, okay?
Hi, ma'am.
Okay.
So rest
Hello,
assured,
George.
your
What can
family.
I do
But my
for you
family
now?
pisses me off, so don't be like them.
Sorry, I was just laughing at her. Hello!
Hello!
I didn't know
Did I show you this
she was a
photograph?
chef.
Yes.
I think we should
darling.
both say it at the same time. Ready? the hello. 1, 2, 3. Hello!
Hey, Zula, you got any snacks in this joint?
Somewhere around here. I think we have some blubber jerky. Do you want some?
No, I'll pass.
Then why'd you ask?
You had some fancy princess snacks.
I'm in the Southern Water Tribe right now. There's not a lot of fancy anything around
sign
here.
on the door read.
You packed them with you. Whatever. Forget I asked.
The door was locked.
I don't usually pack a bunch of fancy snacks with me because fancy snacks don't travel well, Toph. You know that.
Yeah, worth a shot.
Like, what am I gonna do? Take an entire, like, ceramic tea set or a silver tea set around with me?
I mean, you could have gotten delivery.
Have all these delicate little Wait, delivery to the Southern Water Tribe. Like, do you think they deliver
You're a
this?
princess. You can afford it.
I just send a messenger hawk and I'm like, to whom it may concern, if you are a restaurant, send food to the South Pole immediately. Or else.
Oh, yeah.
Just say I am trying to work on something like that. I'm calling it Hawk Hash.
Hawk Hash?
Hawk Hash. I'm still working on
Hawk Hash.
I'm still trying to hash out names.
Seems pretty
nice.
silly.
Hawk
I would call it Uber Cheeps. Like the cheap sounds that birds make. I guess Hawk Hash is alright. I just think Uber Cheeps works better.
Night and Starlight says my dog tried to howl at your hello.
Hello! Hello! What was that? That was ungodly, Sokka. Never do that again, except right now. Do it again.
Hello!
Then never do it again.
Oh, I have a better idea for names. How about Instahawk?
Instahawk. That's pretty good.
Muhammad.
Oh, I like that.
Yeah, instantly have Hockey deliver your stuff. Sorry, you're saying Muhammad?
Yeah, he gave another suggestion for the squad name.
You
The
recognize the man in
Disabled
this
Delta
photograph?
Squad.
Yes, monsieur.
That's pretty
That
good.
man is one of our
We are the
guests.
Disabled Delta Squad, except we're the
What
Disabled
name?
Alpha Squad!
Cannot tell you that.
It's
We'll never
Merlin,
be less
isn't
than
it?
Beta, ever.
Alias Khan, the clown.
Night and
told
Starlight
you,
asks
I
if I'm
cannot
getting
tell
paid.
you that.
Yeah, well, I mean, I'm not paying for
I'm
school,
looking for
so
a man
that's
who dresses like a clown.
almost like getting
This
paid,
is
I
a
guess.
highly
What he's doing for me is
respectable
community
hotel,
service for the
monsieur.
crime he was
There
caught
are no
committing.
clowns
The law
here.
school, that's a
You
sentence
say
from
so.
Zuko, but they are paying for it.
Do you know a man named Plantar?
No, monsieur.
So, okay, so you're going through an institution where they pay for your school. I mean, that's great, but why? How about say both the time and the
You
money?
have a
and just
guest by
not
the
go
name
to
of
school?
Khan?
That's what I did, and look
No,
at me.
monsieur.
I'm
Perhaps you would
I'm
care
son of the
to
chief
check
and
the
integrity
register.
prince.
You
I
don't
already
have
did.
your beads yet. You haven't
you
even earned
know
them,
I
have
am
you?
telling the truth. May Saint Armand
he's
strike me
delivering.
down in my
He's delivering
life.
them.
Yes.
Even though we're in the South Pole. Where would he be delivering them to?
He's completing another delivery first.
Why wouldn't they just walk
man who
over
calls
to your
himself
room and
Khan
hand
has a
them to you?
scar on
Why
his
would they
right
send a
cheek.
hawk to
Raymond,
fly away and come
I
back
tell
with them?
you.
There
I
are
do
some
not know a
really
man named
lazy
Khan.
people.
That is
Maybe
a
not.
very
I
inefficient
noticed a
service.
change
They
in
could have
his
just had
expression
you
when I
pick it
mentioned
up.
The scar.
Yeah, well, we would have had boats that went out further if they were
Oh my,
efficient.
why are you like this? Why are you like, just admit you haven't done all the requirements. I read the entire handbook. Also, I transcribed it because you only had the oral tradition. So I know what it says. I transcribed it and then
You
I read it.
recognize this red nose?
Well, how do I
No,
know you
monsieur.
didn't change the rules?
All right, let's go ask your grand right now.
No, we're good.
Let's go ask her.
We got a mystery
Let's go
solved.
see. And look, you know if
What
I'm
do you
willing to
make
put
of
up
this
with your
tissue?
grand.
Do you wish me
Do you know what
to
Gran
dispose of
says
it
to me all the
for
time?
you,
It's so
monsieur?
annoying.
Hey, no.
Chat,
It could be
do you want to
useful.
know what
I'm holding on to
Sokka's
this.
sweet Gran says to me every single time I
Perhaps
see
you would
her?
like a little-
Nah, it's fine the way it is.
I don't think I want to know.
What do you make of
She
this
says I'm too
tool?
pale and skinny, and I'll never birth
Stunning,
children
monsieur.
this way.
I bet you handle
She's
it like
always
a
filling my
professional.
bowl with more soup, and she's like, "Eat, you're too skinny, too pale."
Yeah, she kind of does that.
Oh, constantly. That's all. And I'm like, I'm pale. I'm from the Fire Nation. And she's like, no, you're too pale. You're too
Hello again.
skinny. Fills my bowl with more soup.
I get
This
when she's
is a
doing that.
photo
She
of
doesn't
Khan,
I mean,
right?
have you seen
That
my
is
arms?
just
Do I need
one
more food?
of the names
Unless
by
it's more meat,
which
but that's
you
besides the
know.
point.
I mean, your biceps aren't bad. If
Thanks
it's
for
a
your help.
maintenance diet, I
Goodbye.
can see, yes, you could use some more.
Yeah, but soup's not going to do that.
Why not? Doesn't it depend on the type of soup?
You win this round.
I mean, a lot of your soups here are those stewed sea plums.
Just
At
a minute,
first, I didn't
monsieur.
like them too
What's
much,
your
but then I
problem?
realized
No
they're not
problem.
that different from those like
What do you want?
ocean kumquats that we have in the Fire Nation, and now I'm kind of
Nothing to
developing a
worry
taste for them.
yourself about.
They do have a lot of
Oh,
iron in them. They're
well,
really good
all
for
right.
games.
Search him, Flap.
You bet.
Wow.
Speaking of games,
Yeah.
Hey, knock it off. Get off,
hey
you big
Sokka, do you guys have some any kind of like underground fighting ring?
monsieur. What?
I
had a report.
You know, like the Earth Rumble or something.
The authority.
You want I should break his arms?
Do not talk about Fight Club.
Let him go, Flap.
Well, if you would answer my messages when I whisper at night, I wouldn't be asking on a live stream.
Wait, do you just whisper at night? Like, are you even in the same location, or are you just whispering into nothing? Can you clarify?
I mean, you can't sense I'm there. I'm like in the vicinity of his tent.
In Grand's defense, while she did say that to me, and it's very frustrating because she says it all the time, when Paku tried to be racist at me for being from the Fire Nation, Grand shut him down and said, "Leave her alone. She's just a girl, and all she needs is love, respect, and more soup because she's too skinny and pale, and she's going to die." So Paku's the real villain. I don't like him. Of course, he hates Sokka. Last time Sokka called him Grand Paku, he lost it, didn't he? Wait a minute. Can I tell you, Toph, Lo, chat? Can I tell you about Sokka's arch nemesis in the South Pole?
You were trying to steal that key, no?
Soren.
Do tell.
So there's this boy. He's like a year older or something than Sokka. They're very close in age. But when all the men left to go fight in the war, Soren was allowed to go. He was the youngest one, but he just barely made the cutoff. And Sokka was the oldest one they left behind. He just barely didn't make the cutoff. So Soren has never stopped rubbing it in Sokka's face. Haha, I got to go and you didn't. Of course, Sokka's now a war hero who brought down the Fire Lord, so it doesn't sting as much as it did before. But the point is, Soren has had the hots for me since I got here. And there is nothing funnier when I'm annoyed with Sokka than being like, "Oh, Soren!" And it gets him so mad because he hates Soren so much.
Did you do anything about them?
What goes on?
Yeah, Soren is annoying.
Oh, he
But
is
so is
annoying.
Sokka.
Oh, he's such a tryhard. Soren was one time like, I could fight a wolf. And I was like, really? You could fight a wolf? Do you have any idea how big Arctic Woods wolves get? And he was like, yeah, I could fight a wolf. And so I was like, bet, go fight a wolf.
I could fight a wolf.
I mean, you could, but Soren can't even bend. So.
Yeah, Todd, didn't you once say like flying, like, I'm talking
private investigator's
super
license?
far when you just launch it, like it was running at you, you just did a little side thing, boom, and it's like,
But without
That
prevailing-
sounds
that's
also
a fun
awesome.
one.
Cannot help.
True story. Soren is in Netflix Avatar. True story.
oh, don't remind me.
He's in it.
Let's Nat talk about Natla.
They both made me look like idiots.
This guy Merlin is a menace.
So you
That
Maybe
wasn't
next
a real
time
name.
don't be an idiot.
Not only a danger
No,
to society,
that was the Ember Island
but to
player
your
version
guests
of me.
as well.
I'm just
He is
saying.
toyed with the affections of Lady
So you're
Pyrrha.
not obsessed with eating meat all the time like the Ember Island players
no
one?
depth to which
I mean, Ember Island did me justice. I don't
I
really
think
see why
it's-
everyone's so up in arms.
I think it was
He's
pretty
already killed
accurate
once,
with how they portrayed
twice,
Sokka.
maybe
Even
as
the
many
joke
as
sounded like he
3
wrote them.
times.
I mean,
With your help, I just
there's
might be
always
able to
some
stop it.
truth in
But
fiction.
what if
But
he
I'm just
finds out
saying,
I
the
have
rest of the
this-
fiction
No,
was clearly
I
fiction. I'm
cannot
not
do
that dumb.
Azula, Sokka did write them, didn't you know? He snuck backstage at intermission and was feeding the actor lines.
Did he really? Sokka, you
He
are
did.
so lucky that the actor didn't get arrested for that. Don't you know all our plays have to be approved by the
About the
ministry?
key hanging on the hook.
You could have gotten that actor
Monsieur?
killed,
Which room is it
Sokka.
for?
Number 21.
Wait,
Is that room
but if they had to approve it, that
No.
means they wouldn't have known their
The
change. It
guest
means they never would have
checked
read it in the
out
first
this
place.
morning.
No, what I'm saying is everything has to get approved before it goes on the stage.
Aren't you concerned
So if
that
he
your
changed
guests
the
are being
lines because he went
intimidated by
backstage and told him to
gangsters?
change them,
No
that
one
means
else
that
has
man
complained,
risked
monsieur?
his life to
Did
try
they
to get the
steal
character more
anything from
accurate.
you?
Well, no.
Because
They
if the
didn't
Fire
find
Lord had
what they were
found
looking
out,
for.
or if any
What
of his
was
propaganda
that?
ministers had found
I don't
out,
know.
he would be
I don't think
arrested
they
for
did
not
either.
following the instructions.
Well, the good news is, it sounds like they didn't read the script.
I'd like to check into room 21.
That is not possible.
How come? You said
So,
it was vacant.
if that's the
It
case,
is
do you think it's
reserved
kind of like
for
give a
another guest.
vague idea for the story? And it was like,
Rats.
yeah, whatever, just
No,
go
monsieur.
save
No,
them?
no, no.
Dutch.
They go line by line to make sure. That's why the Ember Island players play. They had to it didn't originally have that ending because no one knew how it was going to end. But the propaganda ministry said you have to show
Hi, ma'am.
the Fire Lord winning.
Hello, George, what can I do for
Okay,
you
so
now?
as long as it ends that way, they usually seem to not care.
No.
Would you distract
Like,
the
They
Zuko's
submit the
portrayal-
script ahead of time, and
Yeah.
it must get the seal of approval, Sokka.
Yeah, line by line they go through.
Oh no.
It's
the key
very
to an
serious.
empty
The
room.
ministry
They
takes it
send back their revisions, and they have to make the changes and get them approved before that play ever sees an opening night.
In fact, the play that
I
our
was
mother
never in
loved
the
that
Boy
always
Scouts,
dragged
ma'am.
Zuko and I to
Oh,
go
you
watch,
shouldn't
Love Amongst
be.
the Dragons,
What were you
apparently
thinking
that is a
of?
propaganda version
It's a
of an
fine
older
way for
play
a
that's
boy
been
to get
lost.
licked into
Really?
shape.
Yeah, we don't even have the
Now
original
tell me,
version anymore.
Why do you want to get into that room?
It's
But
next to
it's
the room
theorized that the
killer is
river
using.
spirit, who's the villain in it, might have not have originally
So
been
you
a
planned
villain.
to
But when
eavesdrop
during
on that then?
Azulon's reign,
I was hoping
they
there
needed the
might be
water
a
tribe to
connecting
look really
door.
bad so they could
Well,
attack them, that the
how can
propaganda
I
changed
refuse?
it to make the river
I
spirit the
shouldn't
villain.
think my feminine charms would be much use in this
Yeah.
case.
Isn't
But
that
a good
crazy?
dose of English arrogance might do the trick.
What?
So, Skrill Boys TGDM vids asked, "Hey Sokka, are you still thinking about the question I asked last stream about your sister Katara turning into a giant? And if she were
Oui,
still
madame.
herself, what then?
Listen
What did I
carefully.
miss?"
You do understand English.
I mean,
don't
yeah,
you?
I mean, it's like, yeah, just a giant who's just
Madame.
being herself, but still giant. That'd
I
be pretty
wish
cool.
upon
I mean, she'd
Juliet
probably
to
flood the
be-
entire Fire Nation
I
in her rage.
understand.
Are you
Wow,
quite
that would have
sure?
made things a lot easier now that I
Yes,
think
sir,
about it.
madame.
Not for me. I like
People
how this
would
woman
have died, Sokka.
in the game. I like how this woman is
Over to
weaponizing
you,
her riches
my
and her
dear.
snootiness. Oh, grab the key while the guy's busy. Yeah, let's go. She just weaponized that to help us. She's cool.
Oh, so I guess the rich aren't all that bad.
At least she's not. Just like
Yeah.
Toph. She's
Yeah, I was
different.
gonna say, you,
I told you. Sokka's old lady catnip.
Also, Night and
door
Starlight.
is locked.
As far as Soren, the funniest thing about Soren is that Soren was a joke we used to make
maybe it
in the
wasn't
Book
the
4
right
project all the time about Sokka having this enemy named Soren in the Southern Water Tribe. And we came up with all of this backstory for him, but he was just an inside joke. And then when we got invited to the Natla premiere and we all went to watch
There was
it,
nothing
and
in
that
the
kid
wardrobe
appeared, and there's no
apart
explanation for who
from a
he
bit-
is. Zuko's actor leaned over and he told me, Soren lives. And I had to stop myself from just dying laughing in the theater.
yeah, I'm pretty sure that would have made your dad really upset.
The
Yeah.
cabinet was empty, but it smelled.
Also, question for Toph, from Muhammad. I can take you on, Toph. Bring it on.
Yeah, no, you don't want to try that, believe me.
Yeah, I really wouldn't recommend fighting Toph. I've had to deal with her quite a few times, and she's a gremlin.
Hey Toph.
Mohammed, I
what
like
did
you, so I'm just gonna let you off the hook.
I really do need some money for Sun, so I'm
The
going to say
assassin had
this.
been too
For
smart to
everyone
leave
who super
incriminating
chats from here on
evidence
out until the
beside
end of
his
this
bed.
stream, I will give a book 4 spoiler I'm not supposed to give because Aang's not here to stop me. Yeah.
Oh no.
I will do it. Nobody tell
The
him.
bed was
Nobody go
freshly
get
made,
him to
and the
shut me
crisp
down.
white
As long
sheets
as
told
none
me
of you
nothing
snitch.
about the killer's habits.
I mean, snitches get stitches and wind up in ditches or sleeping with the fishes.
That's why I know
And
I can
this is
trust
fact.
you.
Battered
It's
leather
Lo
briefcase I'd
and the
seen
Sokka I
Clowntown
have to worry
carrying
about.
Just before he died.
I don't even think
searched
I
the
could if I
interior of the
wanted to.
briefcase, but as
How
I'd
would I
half
reach out to him?
I don't know. He's
I'm-
the Avatar. Pretty sure you just pray or something, right? Isn't that
Yeah,
how
I
it
mean,
works?
he just do his whole astral projection thing to contact, or maybe that's
Don't you just kill a goat sheep or something, and then you're just like, oh, Avatar, then he appears? Is that how it works? I don't know. It's spirit crap. I don't know how that works. Spirit
The
crap's
closet
stupid.
was a solid, impressive piece of antique furniture.
I bet you love spirit stuff, huh?
It just kind of happens sometimes. Like, I don't really try. Just okay. What is the point of opening this thing?
I think
closet
maybe
was
you're
a-
gonna hide in it at some point, maybe.
Ooh.
Or someone else is gonna hide in it at some point. Like maybe it's foreshadowing.
You
But we
know
should
what?
still.
You're
Did you
not
check
wrong.
the pillow and the drawers?
It was Khan. I had the kind of feeling in my stomach that would usually
Oh
send
no!
me
I
right
didn't
into the
save!
bathroom.
Hide inside the thing.
Clara
There you
isn't
go.
nearby, right?
Perfect.
Because she's the narc.
Who, Katara? Oh,
Yeah,
she would
the sugar
absolutely. She would absolutely narc on us.
As Khan opened the wardrobe, I was sure I was dead.
Alright, Muhammad clarifies, hey, you know, I'm kidding. I would never fight the goat. I
grabbed
got
his
too much
pants
respect
quickly
for
and
you.
didn't see me.
Oh, that was sweet. He called me a goat. I don't get it, but thank you.
Toph. He called Toph because he was ready to fight Toph, and then he's
But this guy was a killer, and I
Saying
didn't
he's
want...
kidding.
Yeah, because I'm a certified baddie.
He left his check and pants on
Night and Starlight donates a super chat of $2. Spoiler, you say?
$2.
I had that kind of feeling you only
All
get
right,
from searching
spoilers.
still warm
Toph and
pants.
Zuko
The
do
pocket
go
was
on a
empty.
life-changing field trip
was
in our
nothing in the
version of the
pocket.
search. They finally get to, and it's actually a very nice scene.
A strip along the side seam of the pants had been unpinned.
Wait,
then
this actually
sewn back
happened?
up with
Toph?
strong thread and a special
Toph?
stitch.
I never said I'd give away spoilers.
There you go. It was actually a very sweet scene. I can tell you what happened in it and
I flipped
everything,
the pants
but
over.
gotta look over my shoulder, make sure no
I
one
found
summoned
an ordinary
Aang.
matchbook. No matches, no clues. But as I pulled it from the pocket,
That
a strong
Twinkletoes always was
thread
too light on his
thread
feet.
with a metal tag on the end.
So
I
that's
pulled on
the
metal
crazy
tag
pants
and
we
the
have the
thread
piece
came out of the pants. It was like pulling out a ripcord.
of fabric of.
I found nothing in the pocket. The pocket was empty. I turned the pants over again.
Who's been giving out spoilers?
Who told him? Who's the snitch? Who's the snitch? Who is it? Who is it?
I don't know the guy.
Don't look at me, I'm
Really?
not a narc.
It was you, wasn't it, Sokka?
Of course not.
There's a
used
dish
that-
with your name on.
You used that radio, didn't you?
No, Toph has it.
Toph isn't a snitch.
The plot thickens.
No, it doesn't. It was you.
And away I go.
I knew it. I knew it.
Now I'm off to find the true villain.
It's fine, Aang. None of us were giving spoilers at all.
It was the card I'd found in the hotel.
Really? All right.
It read,
I mean, why
No,
would
I've
we?
been watching the whole time.
Gruber
I know.
Electronics
But you've been
Corporation.
watching the entire time?
The matchbook.
Yeah, I've been
or a
watching the
Wait,
entire
so
time.
you heard the part where
Color,
Sokka said that being
words,
vegetarian is
club,
stupid?
Element.
What?
You heard that part then if you've been watching the whole time.
Okay,
was
maybe
nothing else
I
in it.
wasn't watching the whole time. I was started
So
watching.
you weren't watching the part
past
where I
10
told him if you had to choose a guy, would you choose your friend Aang, and he refused to answer? And then implied he would choose Zuko?
I implied nothing.
And then the part where he said being vegetarian is dumb? And that he has to go grocery shopping with you to make sure
The
you actually get
assassin
good
had been
food?
too smart to leave in.
Yeah.
He also said it was to learn maybe some of the good parts of it.
He said so that he could learn actual tolerable veggies to eat.
I mean, I know that. That's fair.
It's fair to say. How come when I said being vegetarian is dumb, you got really mad
No,
at me?
I
But
didn't
when
say
he
that.
said being vegetarian is dumb.
Vegetarian's dumb. It's fair to learn the good parts.
But Sokka said he wants to find the veggies that are the least intolerable, basically.
Right, sir.
It was a backhanded compliment.
Oh.
Nothing.
Okay.
I thought we were friends.
You see, Sokka? He thought you were friends.
And away I go.
Snitch!
Come back here!
Aang's gonna catch. Yep, Aang's catching him.
I got a mystery to solve anyway.
I mean, why did you think you could
Twinkle
escape
Toes is
Airbender?
very light on his
He
feet.
basically just
He's a
sucked him
very
back
fast.
into the room. Like, I wish you could have seen that. He basically
He
sucked
is
him back
speed.
into the room. Sokka tried to jump out the window, and Aang just, like, sucked him back into his seat. He didn't even get far.
Cheater!
It was pretty good.
Should've
Is
known
it
better.
cheating for the Avatar to use bending? It's like his whole thing.
Gotta use what I know, man.
Aang, someone in chat's asking, what do you think of your dragon that they forgot to ask you? Because they drew a dragon of you.
Oh, it looks
cabinet
pretty
had
cool.
no
I
drawers.
did see it last night. It was very nice of you
The
to
assassin
draw
had
one
been
for me.
Mine
Thank
is
you.
better. Mine is the best one. It is the prettiest, most
No,
wonderful
no.
dragon. I love it the most.
Well, you do you.
It's the best dragon ever, and I love it, and it's perfect, and I wouldn't swap it for anyone's.
What now, monsieur?
If you guys want to see Sokka blow a
Does
gasket,
this pass mean
tell
anything to
him
you?
that steel is heavier than
Mr.
feathers.
Merlin's property.
That's
Steel
right.
is a
Merlin
kilogram
the
of steel
murderer.
is heavier
I
than a
wanna see
kilogram
what
of
he's left
feathers,
in your
right?
safe.
Sokka, he'll lose his
Impossible.
mind if you say this to him.
Cannot
The
betray
steel was heavier than feathers.
No matter
Yeah,
what
if you
the
say-
fate has done.
He hates
You're
that
making a
so
big
much.
mistake.
Maybe.
But
I can
but it's
live with
true.
that. A murderer?
And he just said it's
Well,
true.
how do you not know this? You're the
Sokka!
you're the science guy.
I'm just
kilogram of
saying,
steel
it's a really
is heavier
weird
than a
way to
kilogram
phrase
of
it. I don't
feathers.
like it. It's like a double negative. Yeah.
So if you have a kilogram of steel and a
Does this matchbook
kilogram of
mean anything to
feathers,
you?
which
No,
one's
monsieur.
heavier?
They're the same. It's just
Because they're both a kilogram.
yes, but it's just what.
Toph says that the steel is heavier.
Ow!
Trick question.
I'm a metal bender. I should know.
Wait, what were you
Trick
saying,
question. It's a trick question. It's actually the feathers.
Lo? Why would it be the feathers?
Because the obvious answer you would think is the steel, but the world is complicated.
It's the weight of the
Always
sand,
be the
isn't it?
obvious answer.
So you figured out
the
that it's a
feather.
trick question, but you haven't actually figured out why.
It's the weight of the sins of all those birds who died for that kilogram of feathers.
You have to weigh the sins of the birds you killed. What if he plucked them off without killing the bird, huh?
Well, then it's steel.
Hello again.
What if the bird was a menace and killing him was a duty to society?
You recognize this card?
Then they're equally balanced.
Is this like a reverse tar and feathering thing?
What if the steel fell on the bird and popped all its feathers off? So the steel is equally
Does the
weighted
name
down
on
by
this
its
matchbook
sins.
mean anything?
Well, then it's even more the steel, because now the steel is evil.
Alamut was the home of the old man of the mountain.
The scales of justice are indiscriminate, okay?
No, I don't.
I don't know. I bet.
Thanks
Have
for your
you
help.
I've heard of this, like some places where it's clearly not as.
Sockeye, the science guy. That was for chat.
Hi, ma'am.
Hello, George. What can I
Hello,
do for you
George.
now?
I love this
Oh, I
lady.
feel happy again.
I hope we can talk to her forever. Ask her
I
what's
found this
heavier, a
matchbook in
kilogram of
Merlin's
steel
bedroom.
or a kilogram
It
of
came
feathers.
from the
She'd
club
probably be
animal.
like, a kilogram of
It
money,
might be
my
useful
dear.
to
I'll buy the
find
whole
out if that
scale.
club is in
More.
Paris, George.
Damn, that would be a good answer.
Okay,
I found
I have
this
a question
pass
for you.
in Merlin's room.
Yes.
So, hypothetically,
deceitful
let's
little
say
man
there's
is
a
passing
warrior,
himself
okay?
off as an
And he has a
electrician.
sword or a boomerang or whatever.
Uh-huh.
He's a
This
sellsword.
guy probably has a
And
million faces.
there is a very wealthy merchant,
I showed the
a
pass to his
high-ranking
clerk,
priest,
hoping
or
he'd give me
bishop
Merlin's
or whatever,
papers,
and a
but
king.
he wouldn't buy it.
All
He's
three
too
of them at
scared.
the same time
I'll give him
tell the
something to be
sellsword, the
scared
warrior,
of.
to
Follow
kill
me,
the
George.
other men.
Yeah. Oh, she's gonna be awesome again.
Oh. Okay, I'll ask you the question in a second.
Okay. Wow, she's gonna give this.
Did you place a package from Merlin in the hotel safe?
I did, madame.
And did my friend here show you Merlin's
I
identification?
love this woman.
Indeed, he did.
This is what
What's
Toph's
the
gonna do
problem?
when she's grown
He
up.
isn't
She's gonna
Merlin.
sue chaos
Oh,
by
yeah,
pretending she's a
academic
rich,
details.
affluent
Give him the
old
package.
woman.
Ah,
Isn't that what I already am?
Well,
A
you're not old.
chaotic, rich.
You're not old yet.
I am.
That makes you
Jared
super
is
If
powerful.
anything, shoot him, George.
You should just
My
marry
pleasure,
Zuko,
Lady
Toph. Then he
Claremont.
can stop going on
One
those dates,
moment,
and you can
please.
keep him in line. You know, if any of his
Yeah,
nobles
I
are like,
haven't enjoyed
"Why'd you marry
myself
her?"
as
You
much
can
as
just be like,
previously.
"I am the law," just like this woman
I
did
don't know
just
what I would have
there.
done without you, Lady.
I mean, for me to accept a proposal, I'd have to receive one, don't you think?
Voila, monsieur.
He's never gonna get the words out. He's an
Monsieur
idiot.
Merlin.
All right, we have some
Case in
questions.
How satisfying. An Anglo-American
Sokka, what's your
alliance
favorite
would actually
MythBusters
work.
quote?
The clerk had given me a tightly rolled sheet of parchment. I decided not to unroll it
This one's
until I
weird
was
things were
safely
just kind
back
of
in
blur.
Nico's
I just always
apartment.
remember the show just being a bunch of explosions and.
My favorite one is when Adam put on an Indiana Jones hat and refused to take it off. That was my favorite, because that's what I would do.
Oh, let me see. What's one of my.
I like that one where they're like, I reject your reality and substitute my own.
That one's pretty
That's a fun
good, too. I reject your reality and substitute my own. Sokka, what is the thing that Katara would be the most butthurt over?
That I'm clearly the better sibling.
Oh, you're right! That would upset her! Okay, but you know what's funny about what would hurt Zuko the most?
What?
If I said, you're clearly the better sibling. If I said that, he'd feel
I
so
knew this was
guilty.
no way, but I couldn't let it fall. into
Him
the
and
hands
Katara's
of the goons
weaknesses are the
waiting
opposite.
outside.
They're two sides of the same coin!
Yeah, if you told Katara that Sokka's the better sibling, she'd be mad. But if you told Zuko he's the better sibling, he'd be like crushed with guilt.
Yeah. I don't know why this. Sorry, just. I know I got. Like I said, that's an ancient manuscript, but I had this bad feeling that if those guys outside, like, search me. I don't know. I just feel like something.
No,
bad's
but
gonna
see,
happen.
that's what's perfect. They're gonna search you, and you won't have the manuscript. So,
Exactly! So, they can't do anything bad to me for it.
so just go outside and go pick it up.
Yep, that was my plan.
That's genius. Very clever.
So, As an only child, I have to ask, what is the criteria for better sibling?
I mean, it's in the eye of the beholder, I suppose, but also it's me. I'm the better sibling. That's the correct answer. Okay, Toph, you and Aang are both only children, right?
As far as we know.
Okay, Aang, Toph, what is the thing someone could say to you? Aang, what is something someone could say to Toph to butthurt her? Toph, what is something someone could say to Aang to butthurt him? You'll substitute in for siblings for each other.
I mean, Hotan hit me in the butt with that coin that one time.
Come in, Joe.
Ow.
I don't think you guys understand the point of this question.
We're supposed to
What are you doing
imagine
to help trace the killer clown?
a sibling for each other.
Yeah, just imagine yourselves as each other's siblings, since you basically act like that anyway.
Oh, well, did you find anything useful?
Not yet. I'm employing my first and most useful weapon.
I'd probably rank her for not seeing things.
Isn't it a substitute for decisive
Okay, so
thinking?
making fun of her inability to see, you think that's what would upset her most?
Do you have a boyfriend?
Is the question what's gonna piss off Aang?
Wait, did George just ask her in the game if she had a boyfriend?
I'm sorry.
I think he did.
He is you. And she said no, she doesn't. Alright, hold
Tell
on,
me
are these
more
two gonna
about
end
your
up
family.
together?
When I was a little girl, I used to spend the winter with my grandfather
I mean,
and
that would
grandma.
be
They were the best
kind
times.
of surprising.
Warm and safe in their tiny cottage.
I know, they just
My
seem too
grandfather rolled cigarettes while grandma made hot chocolate and cakes. One day, he stopped his rolling.
the hot
He
chocolate
put
cake
the lid
sounds pretty
back on
This
his
story
tobacco
is
jar
great.
and took me in his arms. I laughed and wriggled, but he hushed me to be silent. With his unshaven chin all scratchy in my ear, he told me
What was his secret?
What did he say?
He said, I don't smoke, but she likes to think I do.
What a weird old man.
Don't call my grandfather weird. He was the nicest guy ever. I wish I was back in
I don't
that
think you can
cottage
say that about
instead of
your
this crummy apartment
No,
in
no,
this
he was
noisy
not the
city.
nicest guy ever. At least the one I got to meet. I never got to meet the other one.
Yeah, wait a minute. Oh, right.
My mother's father.
Yeah.
Jinzook. I never got to meet him. He died.
Did your mom ever say anything about him? Like, what was he like, or?
I found this matchbook
I mean, my
in the
mother didn't
killer's
really.
hotel
She
room.
wasn't really allowed to talk about them.
It's from the
She was supposed to focus just on
Never
father
heard
and
of it.
his.
Is there anything written inside it?
No.
What a drag.
Yeah.
This was a movie, there'd be a clue.
Hey Sokka, I have a science argument about rain. In the same way there's no explanation of how people can bend,
Oh,
how do you
well,
know
I'll
waterbenders
keep it
from
as
the
a
spirit world
souvenir.
aren't making it rain?
Because it's not. It's
Because Aang would know, right?
Aang, water's too high up in the air, right?
The water is not being caused by dead people crying, right?
No.
There you go. That's how we know. We don't
See?
need science. We have an avatar to explain it.
Science try.
Also, I'm the dark avatar, and
You're
I
just not
confirm
going to
what Aang
believe.
said. So you
You're
got a
not the
second
dark
opinion.
avatar. No one's the dark avatar. It's not even a thing. It's so ridiculous.
Actually,
Why would there be a
I'm the dark avatar.
The more you
What?
deny it, the more
Time
it
left it in
proves
the
that
state
I'm the
that
dark
they
avatar, because
It's
we're
incredible.
opposites. Of course you're not going to approve of
He
me.
took from Planta.
Actually, Momo's the dark avatar.
Means
Momo
it's
wishes
worth
he was the
enough
dark
to
avatar.
kill.
Momo is the most chaotic neutral thing I've ever met.
Oh, yeah.
How do we not know Appa's not the dark avatar?
Because he's the purest, sweetest, most perfect boy, and no one is allowed to say anything bad about him.
Like, if he actually did eat Momo, then I would consider it. But thankfully he's
Whatever this
not.
manuscript
So
means,
it's probably more likely
Where-
it is Momo.
Guys,
You know about these.
What if
Where's
Pluto
Momo?
Lollipop
Where
is
is
the dark
Momo?
avatar?
He's
Oh
not.
no!
Did Momo get out?
Did you lose him again, Twinkle Toes?
Oh no!
Hold on, I'm gonna see his son. Oh wait, I'm getting told the story.
At the court of King
Yeah, that's right. Screw Momo.
Okay, what's going on in this cool medieval story?
Christian pilgrims from the displaced Muslim armies. The king
Christian
would be able to guarantee
pilgrims
safe
from the
transit to
displaced Muslim
Christians in the
army.
Holy Land. Safer journeys meant more pilgrims, and pilgrims meant trade and wealth. The Templars proved invaluable to the king as a mercenary army.
So
It
the
was
Templars
said that they
were
never
the army of the
outnumbered
king,
enemy
okay.
numbered, just where they were. And as the years went by, the Templars grew in wealth and numbers.
They grew
They
in
were
wealth and
so
numbers.
rich. Even kings came to them for loans. But at the height of their power, they fell foul of the King of France. He rounded them up and turned them over to the Inquisition. Thousands of Templars
Yeah.
were subject to torture and confessed to heresy.
Those men do not look upset enough about being burned alive. They were just kind of like, this sucks.
Yeah, these guys just look more.
Grandma-
He just looks
Yeah,
more
look at
annoyed.
him. He's like, my cabbages! Like he's not even mad.
The treasure is hidden, waiting to be discovered?
You young whippersnappers
Yeah.
bury me alive!
He does not look upset enough. They're all just kind of mildly inconvenienced by the horrible
serial
torture.
killer, not a medieval treasure trove.
Probably some old guy who
But
still
maybe
feels
that's
cold.
what the clown and his accomplices are after. Maybe this manuscript is the key.
Okay, I like where this
better
is
leave
going.
here
So an
for
ancient
safekeeping.
secret society like the White Lotus is behind it.
I found this in the killer's room.
Guys, found Lo from inside of Appa.
What is it?
I also
a
found
credit
Momo.
card?
Wait, Lo was inside Appa?
Of the group.
Yeah.
From Momo lured Lo
Never heard
into
of
Appa's
any
mouth.
company.
Trickster Momo at
Momo
it
and
again.
Appa are working together to kill someone. Are you okay, Lo?
I don't even know.
You don't. You've been through a lot, huh?
I think Momo is the dark
I think
Avatar.
Appa was like an unwitting participant. I pin this all on Momo.
Momo can't be
Oh.
the
Let's
Dark
take another
Avatar. 'Cause
look
the
at the
Dark Avatar
manuscript.
isn't evil. They're just the opposite of the Avatar. So Momo is actually evil.
And Aang is good. Isn't evil the opposite of good?
Well, no, but Aang is balance.
But you said he was chaotic neutral, meaning he is the most imbalanced.
Oh my, you're impossible. You know that?
I mean, he's got a point.
He does not. Do not encourage
There's a
him.
woman looking at her
Okay,
reflection
we've got a
in
woman
mirror,
looking in
but
a
the
mirror.
reflection has three hideous faces.
But the reflection
She
is
reminds
hideous
me of the
faces.
Wicked Queen in Snow White.
She was the one who said mirror, mirror on the wall, wasn't she? She made me cry so much when I was a kid. Mom carried me out of the movie theater.
Did your
Didn't
mom?
frighten me in the
So you never
Like
were
I said, I
afraid and
was
had to
only a
have your
kid.
mom?
I didn't like
No.
the crocodile in Peter Pan either.
If I go ask your dad, will he tell me a different story? I could go call Hakoda right now and find out if you were the kind to cry to your mom when you had nightmares.
How could I cry to my mom? She wasn't even there. Oh.
That's after she died. I mean, when she was alive, obviously.
I don't remember anymore.
What do you mean? Weren't you like 9 when your mother left? I was like 9 when my mother left. I remember.
I got short-term memory loss. What are we talking about?
Oh, you blocked it out, didn't you? Coward! Face your memories! No! Look me in the eye! Look me in the eye! Give me your face! What are you? An idiot sandwich! Say it! What are you? There you go! Now you're ready! Alright, let's click on this guy next. See what he's about.
A knight with a crystal
A knight with a
ball.
crystal
There's
ball.
something written on the scroll beside the knight.
Yes, but it's
So,
written in Latin.
Knight and Starlight
Ad
asks us, I'm
disciplinum
curious, do y'all have
mea
flat earthers?
What's a flat earther?
I think it's someone
By
who
my
believes that the
teachings,
world is
you will see the
flat.
light.
You speak Latin? Where did you learn a trick like
I
that?
mean, why would we
A
think
trick?
that?
I
We
studied
literally
law,
have people
okay?
who can
I
go
can
up
read
into
Latin.
the air and tell the
Man, you're
shape of the
touchy.
earth.
Tell me that again.
Oh, that's an interesting question. Aang, have you ever gone into space with an air bubble to keep you from like suffocating up there?
Plus, also, can't you tell when boats dip down below the horizon when they get far enough?
I don't think I've ever tried that.
Oh, we gotta try this out. That'd be an awesome.
Oh, yeah, let's go!
Aang, wait, Aang! Do not go without me. I'm serious.
Yeah,
I'm not being
go
a
to the
jerk.
moon. I wonder what the Earth there feels
I'm
like.
not being a jerk. Do not go without me. The ionosphere will definitely fry you if you don't have someone skilled enough at lightning redirection and control.
She doesn't
got
take
it.
the credit.
No, I'm serious. This is for his life. I'm being a good person.
You just want
All right,
the
all of you can
credit.
come. It could be a field trip.
2 things can be true, Sokka.
Field trip!
Life-changing. Oh, I did a life-changing field trip with the
Object
Avatar.
between them.
Everyone
It
gets a
looks
life-changing
like a
field
you
trip.
go.
gem
Me.
on top
What
of
do you mean? You got a life-changing field trip with Zuko.
Nah.
Toph and I are the only ones that didn't get them, right, Toph?
Right.
But she gets one in the search
If it was so life-changing, why am I still awesome?
because you sucked before.
Do I get to come?
No.
Yeah, you can come, Lo.
Okay.
I am going to need someone to give me juice boxes while I hold back the ionosphere from frying you all alive. So yes, I could use him to be my juice box giver.
But Lo, if you're gonna come, you're gonna need to sign a waiver.
For the record, I said no because I knew that's what was going to happen to him.
There's a guy working
Fair
on a
enough.
loom. He's weaving a carpet or a tapestry.
You know, your dad
Oh, a
says
duvet
that you
cover.
look like your
It's
mother.
a clue to a place, I reckon. Somewhere famed for weaving
Weird,
and
like,
ships.
every day,
Where
I forget
folk
more and
live
more
in
she
barrels?
looks like
It
it's-
beats copper boxes.
Just look in the mirror.
Did you know what
That's how
Hakoda
mirrors
told
work,
me?
right?
Hakoda told me the story of how he proposed to Kaya, and it's such a good story.
Oh yeah, that story.
All right, let's click one of these other people here.
All right. I just look at that. I'm just wondering what they're playing.
Oh, the woman that's like, it's
Yeah.
kind of like a sungi horn, right?
Something like that.
I mean, it points straight up instead of curving, which seems like a terrible design, but...
I think I know what tune they're playing, though.
What tune? I think they're playing... That's what I think they're playing.
Or maybe...
What about...
Why do I suddenly think of afros and circuses?
I don't know, because you're crazy. No one has ever said afro and circus in the same sentence ever. You're the first person in history.
Well, I gotta be known for something. It might as well be that.
All right, let's look at this guy who's showing a rad crystal to a cow for some reason. Oh, it's Aang. Look, it's all of us. Look. The one in the first corner, that's Aang and
Did somebody
Appa.
say cow?
That's clearly me, because I have a space sword.
No, but that's Aang
Wait.
because that's Appa in the first corner.
Wait, what are we looking at?
Okay, the image on the game. In the first
Okay.
corner, there's a man showing this cool crystal to a bison. So clearly that's you and Appa, right?
Right.
Okay. So then below it, we have a man with a sword and a crystal ball. And he's like, this crystal ball is dumb. I'm a man of swords and science. So that one's you, Sokka.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense.
And there's a girl right there being like, oh, Sokka, I like you, with wings. So that's obviously you in this one down here. And in the upper right corner, there is somebody weaving something. And then there's boats in the background sailing away. I don't know who the hell that is. I guess Katara. She's putting together things for her family and there's water. I don't know Katara very well. She really doesn't give me the time of day.
That'd be Katara.
And then in the bottom one, it's Toph. Because she's trying to look in the mirror, but because she can't actually see what's in it, all she can do is hear the people around her. And it has 3 demonic faces because she's surrounded by the nobility and she hates them.
Oh, I thought it's just because she wasn't looking at the mirror right and it was aimed at someone else.
I mean, it could also be that because she's blind. What do you think of my assessment?
No offense, Toph.
Mm.
But I mean, Toph, you see what we're talking about, right?
I don't see anything.
I get it.
Damn it!
All right, let's click on the one of Aang.
There's a guy with a sword.
A guy
and
with a
bull.
sword and a
Between
bull.
them is a gem supported by a tripod.
What is
Let's
that?
face it, we need help, George. Someone who knows about these things.
Who do you suggest? Indiana
Night and
Jones?
Starlight
I
asks,
know a guy
Azula and
specializes
Katara
in
stream
medieval
when?
studies. His name is Lobino.
Huh. Some stuffy old fossil gets horny over
I
eating
guess I could ask
nullifiers.
Katara to come on sometime, but she probably wouldn't say yes to me. You'd have to ask her,
You
Aang.
have in mind.
Or me.
Where can I,
mean, I
find
am a
this
brother.
Lobino guy?
I mean, you
At
could
the
go ahead and
Grand
ask her.
Museum.
I just think she's
At
more
the
likely to
Museum.
listen to Aang. Maybe you
Yeah, I
should
think
both ask her.
Miguel has the best chance.
See?
I got it. I'll see
Are you
if I
sure
what I can
you've
do.
never heard of
Yeah,
Thomas
I guess
Merlin?
you're right.
Positive.
Night and Starlight
Though I
also
might
asks,
need some help.
I have to go.
Convincing.
Okay.
You know.
Don't
Oh,
forget
Look,
to
if you're gonna
look at
seduce her, just make sure you're out of earshot.
Yeah, don't say something news about my sister.
I hate to say it, but the stream is about to end, so we should definitely save.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
All right.
Night and Starlight also asks, are you streaming this Sunday? I believe not. I believe the plan, for as long as we're focusing on Sun's medical bills, is that we're
But on
streaming weekdays.
Tuesday is Sun's next appointment. So depending on how that appointment goes and how much money they need for it, then we'll know for sure what's going to happen with these streams.
Yeah.
But probably not this Sunday.
Probably not.
Yeah.
Anyway, I suppose that's it.
I guess so.
I guess.
That's all, folks.
Man, you
Thanks
got to
for
play like
joining us.
this entire time. It was almost all about Sokka. When does it get back to me?
I'm sure soon. But
Give
I
it
mean,
time.
Just saying, we're given what the people really want. The Sokka.
Well, at least you finally get to feel like people want you here.
Yeah, I suppose. Wait a minute!
All right, Aang, Toph, Lo, sign off.
Bye, everyone.
Good night.
Catch you later, Denderheads.
Loser says goodnight.
I'm not falling for that one.
You almost did. I saw you. You almost did. You almost said it. You almost said it.
I'm not gonna say goodnight. Damn it!